right? We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out. Prophesied the destruction of America and the downfall of Esau, Edom, and the other nations. We'd like to say Barak Yahweh.
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 Bahashem Kodash. Number one to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to the brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. There's a reason why the Lord said not to love this world, man, because it's collapsing. Everything that you see in this world today, man, it's temporal, man. It's only going to last for a moment, and that's what's happening. You can see these bank crashing happening. You can see the dollar declining, right? You can see these nations getting ready to pursue their own agendas. So America, man, it's out of there, man. Its financial stability is gone now, man. Right? Let me get First John chapter 2, verse 15. Let me get James chapter 4, verse 4. Right? And let me get Philippians chapter 3, verse 8. Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 2. And verse 15,
right?
Love not the world.
Right, so you're not supposed to love this world, man. Because this world is only passing away, man. The Lord tell you that the end is near, the end is here. Matter of fact, Tazar, let me get 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7 real quick. Right? Because the scriptures tell you that the end is here, the end is near. So why would you want to build something in a decline in society, man? That doesn't make any sense. Right? They're telling you to pull all your money out of the banks. Why is that? Because the banks are falling, man. The banks are collapsing. So, and the FDIC, which is the insurance for the banks, only keep a certain amount of money, man. Go ahead.
Yep, this is 1 Peter 4 and 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand.
Right, so the end of all things are at hand. Esau's rulership is at hand, man. It's a done deal, man. And these devils know that it's declining on them. That's why they're trying to push heavily that MOTB. That's why they're trying to push heavily for this new world. What is the saying? They said in order to build a new world, you got to destroy the old, man. So the Lord is doing what? The Lord, he's destroying this old world to bring in a new kingdom of his for his son, man. Yahweh Shai and the elect. This is what's happening.
It says like your brother. It says that in Daniel, man. It says that after this so-called rulership, then the kingdom will come, man. And that rulership, when the kingdom comes, it'll never be overthrown, man.
Right.
Like the brother said, it says what the fashion of this world shall pass away. And then when you go to Isaiah, it tells you for those who trust in Egypt, man, in the shadow of Egypt. See, people are starting to realize, like the brother was saying earlier, people are starting to panic, man. The nearby people that you know are starting to panic, but these are the same people who are in high positions that believed in this place that looked at us crazy. Like as if we didn't know what we were talking about. But everything that we're saying from the apostles and elders on down has been coming to pass because it's in the scriptures.
Right, because we've been talking about these things for years, man. And why people look at us as a spectacle, why people look at us like a joke, like people look at us like we're wearing fucking shower curtains and shit. We're doing what the Lord required us to do because these are the things that's happening. Let me get Ezekiel 7 and 4.
Is that the first Peter?
Yeah, let me get Ezekiel 7 and 4.
It's here.
Matter of fact, you can start at the first verse because this is also going to bring judgment unto Israel as well.
Ezekiel 7 and 1.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 7 verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land.
So the end has come upon the four corners of the land. This is why you got nations preparing for nuclear war, man. Russia is just they're gathering up more nuclear arsenals, man. There's rumors that China is doing the exact same thing. So what's going on in the world, man? Well, we know what's going on because the scriptures are telling us what's going on. The Lord is working on the minds of the kings of the earth to bring this place down, man. China, you got I think his name. What is his name? The president of China. I forget his name, man. But you got the president of China and Vladimir Putin. They're coming up with deals with each other, nuclear deals, trading deals, and also economic deals, man. So they're pushing the U.S. away, man. So this goes to show you that this place is losing its strength, is losing its power. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is 3. It says, now is the end come upon thee,
right,
and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways.
Right, and the ways of America is wickedness, man. I just did a video yesterday, man, getting on I was watching a video on Instagram where a girl was explaining how she met up with a dude, her ex, and he cream pied her, and she went home and had sex with a boyfriend. And guess what? This is something that's just consistently and constantly happening in the world.
And she bragged about it.
Yeah, she bragged about it. And this is something that's constantly happening in the world, where people think it's okay to just casually have sex with, which in this world, man, which is wickedness, man. That's why the scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16, it says, what? I saw under the sun the place of wickedness, man. This is the place of wickedness. Go ahead.
Yep. This is back in Ezekiel 7:4. It says, "And mine eyes shall not spare." No, I'm starting at 3 again. It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Right.
And mine eye shall not spare thee."
So the Lord said he's not going to spare you, man. He's not going to spare mother, grandmother, uncle, cousin, brother. He's not going to spare sister. He's not going to spare you, man. The Lord is planning on bringing judgment upon millions of people in the world, man. Right? Let me get Ezekiel 9:4 real quick. Hold what you got. All right? Let me get that Ezekiel 9:4. Actually, start at verse 5. All right? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 9, start at 5. Ezekiel 9 and 5, it says, "And to the others he said in mine hearing,
Right.
Go ye after him through the city,
Right.
and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity."
Keep going.
This is 6. It says, "Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women,
Yup.
but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house."
Back to Ezekiel
7.
7.
It's back in Ezekiel 7 and 4. It says, "And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh."
So you're gonna know the true power, man. And the true power is in Jesus Christ, man. The true power is the Yahweh Shai, man, which is a so-called black man according to the scriptures, man, which is gonna bring complete destruction to America. Let me get 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 22. Hey, y'all know America's about to be destroyed? America's declining, man.
I feel like it got destroyed a long time ago.
Yeah, you could say that. Because it have completely lost its ability to bully other nations. Because now when you have nations with nuclear capabilities, what can America actually do?
What group are y'all with?
Well, we're no group. We're the true Hebrew Israelites, right? People want to believe that the Israelites are the so-called Jews, the small hatters we call them, in Israel today, which they are false. They don't fall into any other prophecies that's written in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, right? So let's get that Amos 9 and 8. America's about to be destroyed, man. You better pull your monies out of the banks because the banks are closing.
I'm in Bitcoin, baby.
Bitcoin gonna fall too, man. Go ahead.
Amos.
Yeah, Amos 9 and 8.
This is
Amos 9 verse 8 reads, "Behold, the eyes of the Most High power upon a sinful kingdom."
Right, so the Lord's eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, man. That sinful kingdom is America because people do whatever the hell they want here, man. Right? There's no morals, right? There's no judgment for the wickedness that people commit here. You go to jail for killing somebody, but why? You go to jail for killing somebody because now these devils just lost a prophet. They just lost a prophet.
That's why
They just lost a goddamn worker, man. That's the only reason why they punish you, right? That demon want to come back over here, you're going to get cussed out. Go ahead.
Fine.
And then you're the fucking abomination. How the fuck you going to dress like a damn boy?
Yeah.
You have no strength like a man. You get knocked the fuck out. So keep walking. Go ahead.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth,
You bring your dumb ass over here with some dumb ass shit. You don't regret it. Go ahead.
saying that saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Most High. For lo, I will command, and I will set the house of Israel among all nations.
Right, because at the end of the day, man, the Lord is only going to gather his people, the elect, man, the 144,000 and the 1/3. While everybody else, you're going to get put to death, man. Get that 2 Ezra 9 and 22. Go ahead.
2 9 verse 22 reads, "Let the multitude perish then, which is born in vain, and let my grape be kept and I
Read
plant,
that back. I can read it slow.
which let the Moses be perished then, who was born in vain.
Hey, somebody else give me 2nd Ezra 9:22, man. And read it out loud. And read it slow.
This is 2nd Esdras 9, verse 22.
Yep.
It says, "Let the multitude perish then,
Right?
which was born in vain."
And you people were born in vain, man. You're not doing nothing that the Lord required us to do, man. The Lord said, hey, man, keep my commandments. Right? The Lord said, hey, you gotta follow the Spirit. What are you people doing? You're following after wickedness, man. Right? Because you can see that you're gonna make somewhat of a profit committing wickedness, right? Then isn't that what Cardi B said, man? That she like to eat what they call the forbidden fruit, which is madness. Go ahead, Art.
Yep, it says, "And let my grape be kept."
Right, the grape that's going to be kept is the elect, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is only gathering the elect. You're not going to find any scriptures where the Lord talks about gathering the heathen, man, people of other nations. Let me get Jeremiah 23:3, y'all. Give me Jeremiah 23:3.
This is Jeremiah 23:3.
Yep.
And it says, "And I will gather the remnant of my flock."
He's going to gather who?
The remnant of my flock.
Right, keep going.
Out of all countries, whether I have driven them.
Right, who did the Lord driven away? Well, if you go into Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, the 64th verse, the scripture said that he have driven his people into all nations. Go ahead.
And will bring them again to their folds.
Right, but hold up. I thought that was the small hatters, man. I thought the Lord gathered them by way of commercial planes and put them in Israel, man. The Lord said he's going to gather his people himself, man. Go ahead.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
We're going to be fruitful and we're going to increase, man. Right? There's going to be no more having Jake in mental bondage. There's going to be no more having Jake in physical bondage under chains. We're not going to be having to serve our enemies no more, man. Right? The Lord is about to wipe this place out. The scriptures tell you in Psalms, 65, the scriptures tell you that the Lord is going to create a new heavens and a new earth, man. There's going to be new rulerships in. We're not going to be up under these Edomites anymore, man. Watching videos on Jake being pummeled by these Edomite cops. Go ahead.
And I will set up shepherds over them.
Right, which is happening right now, man. The shepherds that's over the Lord's people are who? Us, man. Because we're telling our people to get right. We're telling our people to come out of the wickedness of America, man. We're telling our people to follow the steps that Yahushua did, man. Go ahead.
Which shall feed them.
We're feeding you. What we're feeding you with? We're feeding you with true bread, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you in Sirach, the 15th chapter, it said, feed them with these words of bread. And that's what we're doing, man. Go ahead.
And they shall fear no more.
We're not going to fear. We're not going to fear our enemies anymore, man. We're not going to have to worry about shaking in our cars when the police officers pull us over, man. When these Edomites want to get out of the car and force you out too, slamming you on the hoods and shit. We're not going to have to fear you anymore, man. We're not going to have to fear. You got a spider web on you, lock. But we're not going to have to fear, right, losing our jobs because we got to go work for these devils, man. We're not going to fear that shit anymore, man. Go ahead.
Nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, said the Lord.
We're not going to lack, man. How do we lack? Because, hey, Jake got to do what, man? Jake got to push it to the limit at work in order to get a bonus. Jake got to push it to the limit at work in order to get a 12-hour, 13-hour day in order to pay his bills, man. Jake got to push it, man. We lack, man. Everything Jake get, you put it in a bag filled with hoes, man. Jake can even get money by rapping and doing all this other madness, and Jake always seems to get hit with a goddamn fine, man, for some stupid ass reason. So Jake, you're lacking in this kingdom, right? Go ahead.
Sorry, I lost my spot. Verse 5, and it says, Jeremiah 23:5, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will rise unto David a righteous branch."
Right, which is happening right now, man. The only righteous branch that you see growing is us being out here speaking truth, man. We're not going to hold back. We're not going to hide it. We're going to tell you what it is, whether if you like it or not, man. America's going to be destroyed. We don't care if you don't like hearing it. We're going to speak on it because it's written in the scriptures, man. Babylon, the great, it's going to fall. Go ahead.
"And a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth."
Right, and this is what's going to happen, man, is that true justice is going to come to the earth, man. You're not going to have a pedophile just walking around in the kingdom, man. You're not going to have a murderer just walking around in the kingdom. You're not going to have somebody covetous just walking around in the kingdom. There's going to be moral law and there's going to be righteousness. Not this madness that you see today in America, man. All of this right here is a bunch of bullshit, man. Right? You kill a motherfucker, you get out in fucking a year, man. You had the FedEx driver who knocked on the door and kidnapped somebody's kid.
Yeah.
Killed the girl 2-3 blocks away, man. You're not gonna have that in the kingdom, man. Go ahead.
In his day, Judah shall be saved. And
who shall be saved?
Judah.
Right?
Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his name, whereby.
Wait, hold up. Where's the other nations?
Shoot.
Why ain't the prophecy talking about the other nations? Right? Since you Christians want Gentiles to be saved so much, why ain't the prophecy talking about the other nations being saved? Right? So if you want to bring in that the other nations are going to be saved, then aren't you saying that the Lord changed, man? And the scriptures tell you in Malachi 3 and 6 that the Lord doesn't change. So the Lord is only going to save Judah and deliver Israel out of their troubles. While all the other nations are going to do what? You're going to die and then you're going to go into captivity. That's right. Go ahead.
And this is his name, whereby he shall be
so
called.
his name is important too.
Uh-huh.
Right? So you got to know the name of the Lord, man. So his name is very well as important. Go ahead.
The Lord our
The Lord. The Lord.
In capitals, Yahweh.
Which is who? Yahweh. Which means he exists. So yes, the Lord have a name, and it ain't Jehovah, man. It ain't God. It's Yahweh. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries, whether I have driven them.
So this is prophesied, man, that the Lord is going to save his people from amongst all countries, whether he had driven them, man. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell in their own land.
And we're going to dwell in our own land. So this is prophesied to come, right? Prophecy states that we're at the end. Prophecy states that the Lord is going to gather his elect. He's going to deliver them from the destruction to come. This is the whole reason why we getting into not to love this world, because this world is about to perish, man. You go into Philippians 3 and 8. Paul said what? Let me get that. Philippians 3 and 8. Get your precept.
Yeah, come on, bro. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 9. Because the brother said the shepherds are here, to preach the good tidings. He's anointed us, chose us to preach that good news. So whether you will accept it or not, it's right before your face. Like the scriptures say, you shall see your teachers, right? This is 2 Ezra 9 and 9. Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So you work 3 jobs, you got all the things you wanted, and you think God is dealing with you, because you got a Jesus piece around your neck, right?
Right.
Seriously, verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain.
Right, so benefits mean nothing, man, because that shit is only temporal. So you can receive benefits in this world. Jake can't come up. Jake has been coming up, man. Jake is now what? Managers, supervisors, entrepreneurs, right? Jake is all this type of shit, man. But at the same time, Jake let all this shit goes to their mind. But look, the economy is crashing. Banks are failing. So it goes to show you that shit is only temporal, man. Go ahead.
And with them benefits too, if you think about it, when you go back to 2 Peter 3 and 7, let you know, hey, this place is about to be destroyed by nuclear fire, so what good are those benefits to you?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. You still want the Philippians?
Yeah.
This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 8. Yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss.
So you got to count all things but loss, because this shit is lost, man. When you have a nation that can potentially go to war, why would you count this thing to be anything else but loss? Go ahead.
For the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's what we have. We have the knowledge. We have the knowledge of Yahweh Yahushua, man. So we understand what's coming to this world. We know for a fact that this shit isn't going to last long. So why the fuck should we build something knowing that it's only temporal, man? Knowing that it's only temporary. Go ahead.
For whom I have suffered the loss of all things.
Right? We suffer the loss of all things. Go ahead.
And do count them but dung.
Do count them but shit, man. We count all these things but shit. Brothers ready to drop this shit and go. Right? Go ahead with your precept.
James 4 verse 14, it says, whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow, but what is your life? It is even a vapor that appear for a little time, then vanisheth away.
Right.
So honestly, the shit here, it is temporary, man. The life here, like, not 90, let's say it lives like 70 years, right? That's only a small time, man. Our time here is very finite, very limited. It's like a vapor that appears for a small time, and it goes. And you're in and out, man. As long as the life shit here, it ain't great.
That's
It is.
right.
It's a temporary relief. That's all it is. But with the Most High, that's forever. That's eternal.
Right. So you would do more to expect the kingdom than you would this kingdom here. Go back to that 1 John. Go ahead with your precept.
Yeah, quick one. Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me."
Right. You don't know the Lord, man. Because how do you know the Lord? Let me get 1 John, the 2nd chapter. All right, go ahead.
God. They are sottish children.
You're stupid children,
God.
man. Go ahead.
God. And they have no understanding.
You have no understanding of the truth. You seek the truth after these churches. These churches ain't giving you nothing, man. They're telling you a bunch of prosperity doctrine. How the church is going to prepare you for the collapse? How the church is going to prepare you when they shut off the water? How the church is going to prepare you when they shut off the lights? Because there was an article explaining a blackout coming soon, man. Go ahead.
It says they are wise to do evil.
You're wise to do evil, man. You're wise to do everything that is contrary to the living power, man. You're wise to do everything that you believe that this society allows you to do, not knowing, look, the Lord is watching you. The eyes of the Lord is 10 times brighter than the sun, man. So he's saying all the shit you doing, man. Did not the Lord see when King David committed adultery? And then Nathan said what? Nathan said, the Lord shall take your child from you, and you shall bear another. So the Lord sees all things, man. Go ahead.
It says, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
To do good, you have no knowledge. Let me get Romans chapter 12, verse 7. 7 and 12. Because to do good, you have no knowledge. And the good that's in the scriptures, you reject because it stops you from doing all the bullshit you love doing in this world, man. Look, if you was to tell a girl to keep the law, statutes, commandments, mainly a Jake woman, she's gonna tell you no, because she's gonna have to take off the wig, she's gonna have to take off the damn eyelashes, she's gonna have to take off all that stupid ass makeup, she's gonna have to stop wearing the nails, she's gonna have to stop doing those things and be a modest woman. You really think these women are gonna do that? Hell no, man. Go ahead.
Romans 7 verse 12, it reads, wherefore the law is holy,
The law is holy,
and the commandment holy,
the commandments are holy,
and just and good.
and just and good, man. But you got these people who kids get shot in the street, right, end up dead from an overdose, and they're all on the news talking about their kids are good. But none of them are keeping the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shah. So how can you portray them to be good, man? This is why they dead to fucking begin with, man. Right? Go ahead with that 1 John 2.
In 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Is that the way you go?
Yeah,
Okay.
precept to get what you was
Oh yeah, kind. It's 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world.
No, 1 John 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I had a precept too.
I got it.
1 John 2 and 3.
It says 1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him
So we know him
if we keep his commandments.
if we keep his commandments. But you saying people who know the Most High, they know God, whatever, they don't know. You don't know him. Because a lot of you eat pork, a lot of you eat abominable foods, you worship other gods, you're doing things that are contrary to the scriptures. So how would you possibly know the Lord? You don't know him. How many people we debated who said they sat up here and they knew the Most High, we confounded them with the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, he that saith, I know him,
Right.
and keepeth not his commandments,
And do what?
and keepeth not his commandments,
Right.
is a liar,
You're a liar. Okay?
and the truth is not in him.
And the truth ain't in you, man. So if you say that you know the Most High, and you keep not his commandments, the truth ain't in you, man. Go ahead.
But whoso keepeth his word,
Right?
in him verily is the love of Yahweh
So
perfected.
we love Yahweh Bashim Shah. We love Yahweh. We love Yahweh Shah. Because we're the ones rehearsing the righteous acts according to the book of Judges 5 and 11. You people not doing that, man. You people think you can do whatever the hell you want to do, but at the end of the day, he's just gonna up and save your ass, man. That don't make any sense. If you go to a job, right, and you just sit at the desk not doing any damn thing, you think they're gonna give you a raise? No. So you got to put in the works in order. You got to put in the works in order to show that you can do more than just that, man. A lot of you not doing that. You ask a Christian if they keep the commandments, they gonna tell you. First, they gonna tell you yes, they do. They gonna tell you yes, but then when you tell them do you eat pork, they gonna say yes. You bald your head, you gonna see it right there. You shave your beard, you gonna see it right there. They don't keep the commandments, man. So how would they possibly know the Lord, man? So you going to a people who don't know the Lord at all, man.
They tithe in these churches. That's part of the commandments.
Right.
They tithe. They stress that. They stress that 10%. You know, but they don't. You know, but the pastor is getting tattoos. He's shaving his head bald. He eating pork. That's the only thing, man. Then they'll tell you the moment you say, hey, okay, yeah, we're not saved by the law, but Paul said, do we forsake the law? He said, no, we establish it, we keep it to the best of our abilities. Yeah, we understand that we're not, because to be honest with you, we were all judged under the law. We wouldn't be here.
Yep.
We wouldn't be here, man. That's why we need the Lord, man. That's why having faith in the Lord is important, because if you don't have faith in Yahweh Shai, then how can you expect to be saved, man? Okay? So look, so they'll stress that, but they want everything else they'll turn a blind eye to, man. You know, they'll get lineups, they'll do this, they'll do that, they'll do that, they'll do this, right? But yet, 10%, they're tied, but they don't have any understanding of anything. Really, what it is, majority of these Christians, they hate order. They hate the law, man. They don't like the law, right? They don't want to keep the law. The scriptures say what? That a wicked man to find an excuse to do evil. You know what I mean? So they don't, this is not what they don't like the law, man.
Also, too, going into too, you know, this is Galatians chapter 6 and 8. For he that soweth to the flesh shall the flesh reap corruption, and that corruption is going to be death. And that's what most people do. As the brother's been out, these pastor deacons in these churches, what do they do? They go up under the flesh. They do things they ought not to do.
And these niggas, man, look, man, they love Jesus with this, like, they got the Stockholm syndrome, man. The so-called white man did a number to our people when he put us into captivity, man. He shows you this Renaissance picture of this blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, and you think so-called Jesus is a soft lily guy that you can just do whatever you want to do, man, and not have no consequences behind it. That's why they'll say, you try to tell them something, and they'll say, oh, well, you know, he knows my heart, he knows this, he knows that. Listen, man, the Lord is not nothing to play with, man. Okay? Yeah, we fall short, right? But we get up and we keep going, man, and try to make things right. Christians don't do that, man. Okay? What did the Lord tell you to do? What did the Lord tell you? The Lord told me to. The Lord ain't even talking to you, man.
Sure ain't.
Nigga, that's your conscience, nigga. I can't stand these niggas, man. Go ahead.
All right, one time, because I was just open once to the Lord know my heart, this and that. Well, here's the thing about the heart, man.
No, I'm not saying the Lord's like here, brother. I'm not saying the Lord can't talk to people. You know, that's not what I'm saying, but every time you...
Well, how the Lord talk to the people? The Lord talked to the people through the prophets.
Exactly.
But when, like the brother is saying, when the Christians, when they say that the Lord talked to them, they saying that the Lord had personally talked to them.
Gave them a hug.
Right, like the dude said, gave them a hug. So when the Lord speaks to you, he speaks to you through prophets, man. When the Lord tell you something is stupid, man. When the Lord tell you something's about to come, which that shit is illegal, man. Cops is pulling niggas over, fining them $1,000 and shit.
And noise.
These motherfuckers purposely love losing money and shit. But when the Lord tells you something that's gonna happen, he tells the prophets to go and speak unto you. So the Lord isn't gonna come down himself and have a one-on-one conversation with you in a dark room somewhere. That's not gonna happen, man. So when these Christians talk about some, oh, you know what, when I was drowning one time, I saw a hand reach for me and it was God. God did it. I'm pretty sure I was a fucking lifeguard, man. That's his goddamn job. A lot of you Christians are fucking stupid, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. The Lord just somehow saved you, but he didn't save that child from getting kidnapped. He saved you, but he didn't save all the 75,000 people that the earthquake, right, killed, man. Which it was said that they put up, it was said that the buildings they had, when they was trying to hold up the buildings, they held up the buildings by way of, when they was building the buildings, I mean, they held them up by tires, man, instead of by the fucking earthquake beams. So they went out, grabbed a bunch of construction workers that constructed the buildings, and they fucking shot them all in a hole, man. So why ain't the Lord save them? So you people gotta understand, man, when judgment come on those that are wicked, man. Judgment is gonna come on those that are wicked. So, and the Lord is gonna let it be known by way of his prophets. That's how the Lord's gonna speak to you, man. Go ahead.
Kind of saying like, it's all the Lord in my heart, like know what I'm doing. Well, hey man, you realize that all that whole heart shit, right? You realize that shit's wicked as hell, man. Yeah, Jeremiah 17 verse 9 reads, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, which is against the Most High, being wicked, man. It's against the Lord, who can know it. Say, oh, the Lord knows my heart, no. That Lord knows that you're some wicked ass dude. He knows that, man. You see, when he made you, he knows that you're wicked. Saying, oh, the Lord knows my heart. I got a one-on-one person. Like, no, man. So you gotta follow that law of the Most High. If you're an Israelite, hey, that Lord gave it to us, man. To follow.
Go ahead. Going back to that 1 John 2.
Yeah, kind of. 1 John 2 and verse 6. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you.
Right, but Christians will tell you that when Yahushua, who they call Jesus, when he was here 2,000 years ago, he was a man of complete righteousness. So why wouldn't you walk the same way? Why wouldn't you walk in righteousness, man? Go ahead.
Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you.
And he said, I write no new commandment unto you, man. So that means you have to keep the old commandments. Why is he about to refer back to the old commandments? Go ahead.
But an old commandment,
right,
which ye had from the beginning.
But I thought when Yahushua, who they call Jesus, I thought when he died, he fulfilled all the laws, huh? So why is he still talking about the laws, right? He said the old commandment, which you had from the beginning, man. Go ahead.
The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning.
Right.
Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past, and the true light now shineth.
And the true light now shineth, man. That light is a representation of Yahushua, which is the word, man. Because the scripture says what for Israel is that let me get what is that Isaiah what is that, man? It says for my people is the light that shineth. Can't believe I forgot where that scripture's at. I want to say it's in Isaiah 60:1. Arise for thy light. Yeah.
It's the book of Isaiah and chapter 60 and verse 1.
Oh, it is 60. Go ahead.
It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
So thy light is come, for the glory of Yahweh Shemel Shai have written is upon thee, right? So go back to that John.
This is back to 1 John chapter 2, and we're on verse 9. It says, he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even unto now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because the darkness hath blinded his eyes.
So the darkness hath blinded your eyes. The darkness is this world, man. You being fed a bunch of lies and bullshit. And then Jake be the most happiest motherfucker in America, man. Jake be the motherfucker that talks about wanting to be here for another 5-10 years, man. So he could build up something here in America, which is madness, right? The Lord said we are the light of the earth, man. The Lord said, keep my commandments. The Lord said, I shall give you a new heavens and a new earth. But you whether stands in something, got your ass in captivity, man. That doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, Art.
If I can say, bro, this explains now why rappers get those contracts, man. Those elites, they hear you talking about killing your brother, and in their mind, you represent darkness, and you're blind. Like the scripture says, the blind lead the blind, and both should lead and fall into a ditch.
That's what I got.
So that shows, man, the heathen love us going to that ditch constantly, man.
Yeah, they had an interview with that. They had an interview with that Amalekite, Leor. He's like, hey man, why you allow these rappers to promote, killing themselves? I gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, I seen that.
He's like, I gotta pay the bills, so they don't give a fuck. And then half of the time, if you look at some of these contracts, anytime you do business, with these Amalekites or these heathen, it's always some sly shit. You know what I mean? It's always some form of usury, something, man. You know, if you look at these 360 deals, or if you look at these advances that they give you in advance, it's something you got to pay back, nigga. You know what I mean? Hey, we're going to give you $1 million advance, right? Which means you owe us $1 million,
Plus.
right? Plus, right? And if you don't give us our $1 million, then you just in debt. We take your music rights, we take all that shit, man. You know what I mean? This is what they do. That's why you don't do business with these devils, man. See, when we're set up in the kingdom, things are going to be done the right way, man. Because scriptures talk about usury, scriptures talk about interest and all that. Here it is, you know, you'll go buy a house and they'll put a 5% interest rate on 300, 400, 500,000. And then keep you in a loan for 30 years. Because they're not tripping about, you know, they don't want immediate money. Because if I could get him on a 30-year loan, and then him on a 30-year loan, and then him on a 30-year loan, and then him on a 30-year loan, we're using his money, her money, and her money, and her money, I'm cool because I got money coming in. Right? But that's what happened. If you look at the Silicon Valley Bank, that was a reflection of that, man. You know, people start pulling out their money, they start panicking. Now they got bought out by Citizens Bank. Okay, but Silicon Valley Bank, they back a lot of tech companies, man. Any startup tech company, you want a loan, you get it from SVB. Okay, but now people start pulling their money out. Now all of a sudden, a crash, right? Boom, now they get swallowed up. But this is going to happen on a major scale with all the banks. Because if you look at how the bank system is, it's fucked up. That's why if you put 20 grand in the bank today and try to go get it out tomorrow,
It's going to be almost impossible for you to do.
you're going to have to negotiate for your own money because they took your money and they got him a car loan with it. And then guess what? He got a 5% interest rate on that car loan. So they're going to make 5% off your $20,000 while you make 0.01%. Come on, man.
Yeah, banks are shady, man. But this is what happens when you live in the kingdom of the wicked, man. There you go. You know, he's always trying to come up. He's always trying to take more and more from Jake, and they do that shit mostly to poor communities, man. They do that shit to poor communities to keep your ass under.
Not only that, because in the poor communities, what do you think their credit scores are, man?
Yeah.
The lower your credit score, if you're in a 500, 400 credit score, you're going to have a 15, 16, 17% interest rate, man.
Yeah.
If you go purchase a car with a 17% interest rate, which banks don't allow, and banks don't allow dealerships to hold 2 points. So here it is, they're showing you 17%, but really you're supposed to get 14, 15%. But the dealership is gonna make 2% off of that loan. So they fucking you some more. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So you get 17%, that's $170 on top of your payment, man. That they're making. 17%, that's $170 on top of your payment, man, that they're making. Right, so and when you go into these Jake neighborhoods, Jake don't really know about credit and all that shit, man.
Jake don't know shit.
Jake just starting to get a glimpse of credit, man. But if you never had to deal with it, and you were Jake, you don't know about credit like that, man. These so-called white people, they know about credit. This is how they use their system, man. But the lower your credit score is, the more they fuck you. The higher your credit score is, the lower your interest rate is, but they still putting interest on you. Now, the average interest rate now is 7% if you go try to finance it. You know, even if you got the credit, 7%, that's $70 on top of your payment, man, that they're scooping.
I get Proverbs 17 and 20. And because this is how this devil stay rich, man. This is why, like the brother is saying, man, this is how they stay rich. This is how you stay poor. And they know how to do it. Like, it's easy, like when you go to a dealership to go for a car and you have a good credit score, like for an example, right, Carvana, if you look up on the website for Carvana said that you don't have to make a down payment. But if you go up there with a bad credit score, they're gonna flat out tell you you're gonna have to make a down payment. So for an example, because my credit score was at like 720, and I went up there to get a car, and I didn't even have to pay a down payment. But technically you do, because what they do is they take the down payment and they put it on your monthly fee. So they're just tricking you and making you believe that you don't have to pay a down payment up front. That's why it's very important for you to read these contracts, because they can fuck you on those contracts when you sign them. And then you also need to, that's an abomination, man, but you also need to find out how much they're gonna hit you with interest when you do go get a car. The same thing with a credit card. When you get a credit card, they're gonna hit you with an interest rate every time you pay a payment, a monthly payment, depending on your credit already, man. But this is the deceptiveness of these devils. This is how they know how to keep your ass broke, poor, with a bad credit score.
The formula is called OPM. It's called other people's money. That's how they get rich. They use other people's money. Again, they take his money and they give you his money and charge 5%. They the middleman between all that shit. They charge 5% on his money. And then they make their 5% on everybody that they do it to. So if y'all just realize, and it's way more wicked how the bank run, but that's just the tip of the iceberg how they do it. If you could understand that, you'll lose your fucking mind.
You'll lose your mind. It's the same thing, and we brought this up like 2 weeks ago. It's the same thing that they use with the nations, is that they were able to pay for a lot of goods being imported to America by using the dollar, because the dollar isn't backed by anything. But as long as the U.S. have some form of power, they could say that the dollar is this much, so we're going to pay for this much. But look, it's not backed by gold nor silver, which means all they're doing is buying goods for nothing, for the cost of nothing, really. Right? But a lot of these people are deceived because you don't understand how the banking system works. A lot of you people do not understand how the banking system works. Go ahead, Bob.
Find Proverbs 17, verse 20, and it reads, "He that hath a forward heart
Right, and the word forward means wicked. Go ahead.
findeth no good."
Findeth no good, man. So he's not going to do any justice or good towards you. Look how much they take 30% out of your paycheck in order for you to pay your rent, man. People already are barely surviving now, and here you paying half your paycheck to even pay your bills, man. And now look at them; they're raising up interest rates. Interest rates is going up due to the bank system collapsing, right? So when you're paying double the amount that you paying double the amount for living in that apartment or even buying groceries. This is why they're talking about taking the taxes out of the groceries, man. Because even the groceries, I remember at one point in time, you was able to walk out of the grocery store with 2 shopping carts spending $100.
Yeah.
Now you can spend $100 and you only got 4 bags of shit, man.
2 bags.
Right? Go ahead.
He that have a forward heart findeth no good, and he that have a perverse tongue falleth into mischief.
And that's what he does, man. He follows into mischief, man. He find any way to keep you niggas poor. And y'all fall into it, man. You fall into this devil's trap, man. And you stay that way. Because Jake get a little bit of money, and the first thing Jake does is go buy things he can't fucking afford, man. You fucking go to Radio Shack, you go to Walmart, and you go buy something, and now you're paying a monthly bill you can't even afford, man. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna hit you with a late fee. On top of the late fee, they're gonna hit you with another high interest rate on what you can afford. Now, if you can't even pay that, what they'll come and pick that shit up, man. They'll come and pick it up, but guess what? That fine and those payments are still on your record. Now, if you don't pay that, guess what? They send that shit to the credit bureau. The credit bureau, what they do is they say, well, if he can't pay it, we're going to put it on here. We're going to lower his fucking credit score. So it's going to be hard for your ass to get something else, like a credit card or a car. So what happens is when your ass when you want a car or you want a credit card, they're going to, that interest rate going to be high than a motherfucker, man. Now you're sitting up there when you go to a store and you slide that motherfucking card, they just hit you with interest on the item you just bought, man. So now you're paying more for the item you bought. It could be a fucking Gatorade, man. Which a Gatorade right now is what, $2.79? So they're gonna hit you with interest on top of that. And don't miss that monthly payment, because guess what? They're gonna hit you with a fine on that. They're gonna hit you with a late fee on that, plus an interest charge if you do pay it off, man. So it's fucked up the way they do shit, man. But that's the devil for you, right? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 50 and verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, because this is what these devils do. They talk about how to keep you niggas broke and poor, man. They talk about that. Like and then you got these cats that tell you, trying to save as much money as you possibly could, and you might as well live in a fucking tent, man. You might as well live in a tent, because at least if you live in a tent, you ain't got to pay rent. You working a fucking minimum wage job, like going landscaping, or you working at Walmart, or you working at a fast food place, you're not getting paid no more than $15 a fucking hour, man. So if you gotta pay rent on top of that, and then apartments, they're about to come to close to an end on the utilities, man. So if you end up having to pay utilities on top of that, man, you're gonna be fucking broke, man. You're gonna be broke. And that's what he want to leave you, Jakes. He want to leave y'all asses broke. And guess what? They're taking all these small jobs that you niggas be having. They're throwing the motherfuckers away, man. And now you're gonna be required to get something that have a high payment. But even people that's getting 70 to 75,000 or more a year, they're losing those jobs, man. Go ahead.
Psalm 36.
It says, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Right.
These things have thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes."
And the Lord is setting us right now in order before your eyes, man. Let me get that out.
This is Psalms 36 and 1. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of God before his eyes.
Right.
For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He had left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief.
Now, let's look up that word device. Let's look up that word devices, man. And then we're going to look up that word mischief as well, man. Because you need to know your enemy. This is why the scriptures tell you, trust not thy enemy, man. But you got Jake, man. Jake be all over trusting in these devils. Because guess who's giving Jake what he has? Guess who gives Jake that contract? The Edomite, man. The devil. Their enemy. Go ahead.
To think, plan, esteem, calculate.
It says to think, plan, esteem. So they plan all this shit, man. They come together and we say, this is how we're going to set up the banking system. This is how we're going to set up a financial crisis. This is how we're going to keep these niggas poor. This is how we're going to do these things, because they take crafty counsel against the Lord's people, man. Go ahead.
To think, account, to plan, devise, mean, to charge, impute, reckon, if I'm saying that right? To esteem, value, regard, to invent, to be what? To be accounted,
Right.
to be thought, be esteemed, to be computed, be reckoned, to be imputed again, to think upon, consider by mindful, to think, to do, diverse, plan, to count, reckon.
Right, now go to mischief.
That's what Scripture says in Psalms 83. It tells you that they are confederate against it. To be confederate, y'all got to be on one accord and in cahoots with each other. To have a plan, man. And this is what they do. Go ahead, and I got this precept.
Go ahead.
It's a mischief definition. It says trouble, harm, hurt, injury, damage, evil, and intentional injury.
So all of this is intentional, man. They do this intentionally because it builds their wealth, but bring and keep you Jakes under, man. This is why you Jakes are always poor in the neighborhoods. This is why they're not putting new roads up in your neighborhood. This is why they're not building anything new in your neighborhood. But if you go to these Edomite neighborhoods, they're putting up new roads, they're building new homes, they rebuilding new homes because they keeping you niggas poor, man.
Hey, but look though, they would be poor without us.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
True.
They'll be poor because you got to think about it, man. These Edomites, they get put in a position. They don't work for their position. It's a difference. Issachar work hard as hell, man. Issachar work hard as hell, and I don't know not one Issachar living in a mansion, man. But they'll build these mansions and all that. You know, here it is. You got Issachar out there breaking their back, especially out here. You see it on the construction site, they're breaking their back. But you see the contractor, which is the Edomite, man, and he getting paid all the money to do nothing, to point people in the right direction and all that shit. You know, this, but it's about who you know. It's not about what you know in this society.
And the scriptures tell you that my people shall build and not be able to inhabit. So you got Issachar out here building all these homes and these skyscrapers and shit. And you're not even able to live in them, man. Because let alone you're not even getting paid enough to live in it, man. You know, because construction workers, the majority of the time, they make no more than 18 to about $25 to $26 an hour, man.
And the thing about it, you Jakes love America so much. If America gave a fuck about us, we should be rich.
Right.
Because all the free labor that they got out of us for all these years, regardless if we wasn't the ones directly in those fields our ancestors was, man.
Right. So we should have an inheritance.
Something, but no, they still build off the back of us and they still get rich off us, whether it's promoting y'all niggas to kill each other, whether it's hiring a bunch of Issacharites from 2 hours away in Mexico to come up here and work for cheap labor, right? While they get rich, here it is, he supposed to be getting paid $25 an hour, they giving him 13 because they know in Sinaloa it costs $8 to live. So him giving you this 13, you should be lucky I'm giving you this 13. You know, that's how they view shit. You know, but it goes to show you, so what? You a homeborn slave, man. We supposed to be balling for all the work we put in, all the bitches that the cotton gin, all that. We supposed to be balling, man. You know how much wealth America got off cotton? What sells more than cotton, man? With sugar and cotton, what sells more than cotton, man? Come on, man. You know, and I think it's 4 families, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 4 families that 4 or 5 families that control the cotton industry in America, man.
Hey, they exposed Bill Gates, man. They had an interview with Bill Gates and said that you stole the invention of Microsoft, and he had no comeback. He really couldn't say anything against it. He said it doesn't matter who invented it; it mattered who created the software. And she said, but it wasn't you who created the software; it was somebody else, and he couldn't defend against it. So it's exposed that Bill Gates didn't create Microsoft. He didn't invent Microsoft. That a black man did that lived next to him. Damn. So it's been proven, man. You so-called white people, you don't create, you don't build nothing. You only know how to destroy. Why Jake sit here, we're the inventors, and what Esau does is he turn around and he buy the invention off Jake and called it his own, man. If not that, he steal it from Jake and call it his own. That's why the scriptures tell you in John 10:10, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. His job isn't to create life. There's no life here, man. Look at your food. Your food is fucking defiled, man. They sit up here, bro. KFC showed that all of the leftover food, they just recycle that shit and sell it back to you, man. All of that bad, moldy ass food. They showed meat. There was a grocery store that showed meat getting real bad, man. And they said all they had to do was slap it back in the blood and it'll look brand new. And then they was package it back up and sell it to y'all stupid asses, man.
Even think about the milk company. If you watch the one about the milk, how they get the spoiled milk and they pour it right back with the clean milk and refilter it and put it right back on the shelf. Yep. How wicked they really are.
That's why you shouldn't be drinking that milk, man. Get some almond milk or oat milk or something like that. And watch almond milk too, because they sneak milk in there too. Yep. If you can, you know.
Or just make it yourself.
Let me get that precept.
This is Jeremiah 18:12. And they said, there is no hope, but we walk after our own devices.
Right.
And we will everyone do the imagination of his evil heart.
So they're only doing the imagination of his evil heart. Now that's going into 2/3 of our people, but it's twofold. It also goes into these devils, because they're doing what they imagine. That's why I always bring up the movie Saw. The movie Saw was a perfect example of the mindset of these devils and how they plan on killing you, man. They sit up here and, like the scripture says, when you go into the word devices, it means to plan. So they plan how they're gonna further destroy you, man. Let me get Micah 2:1. Micah 2:1. You get. Yeah, let me get. Well, hold that high guy. Let me get that Micah.
All right, it's the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power of their hand.
Right, so it's in their power of their hand. Let me get back that Psalms 21:11.
Psalms 21:11 reads, for they intended evil against thee.
So they intended evil against thee, right? They lay upon their beds and they come up with all these plans to further keep you niggas destroyed, man. Go ahead.
They imagine a mischievous device.
They imagine a mischievous device. So they come up with these mischievous plans, man. Financially, they know how to keep you financially low, man. They know how to keep their neighborhoods financially low. Look, when Jake turned around and had a Black Wall Street built up and they was financially good, Esau had the KKK members go up in there, which were ultimately agents go up in there and wipe Jake out, man. Right? Go ahead.
which they are not able to perform. Therefore shalt thou make them turn their backs, when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon thy strings against the face of them. Be thou exalted, Yahweh.
You could drop that. Let's finish off that Micah.
All right, Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Go ahead.
Psalm 35 verse 20. It reads, for they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouths wide against me and said, our eye have seen it. This thou hast seen, O Yahweh. Keep not silence, O Yahweh. Be not far from me.
Right, you could go ahead with your precept. Let me get Job
This is
5.
the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2:10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. So that's their mindset. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man.
I was just about to, I had that.
Okay, he says even the old man too. You know how these credit card companies, man, they should be not soliciting to older individuals, man. You call the old guy, maybe 60 years old, and you tell him how to get out of debt. He's gonna bite on that, and then he's in a world of trouble from until he died, man. That's what they do. They always suppress, man.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 64 and 5 going into Esau. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately.
And snares mean traps, man. Go ahead.
They say, who shall see them?
Who shall see them, man? Look how proud these devils are.
Wicked.
Go ahead.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So it's letting you know, these men are, these Edomites are wicked. That's all they do. They sit back and they got their little think tanks, and all they do is do wickedness and think of wickedness to do to Jake.
This is Job 5 and 5.
Start at 4.
Job 5 and 4 says, his children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them. Whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance.
Right.
Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground, yet man is born unto trouble, as the sparks fly upward.
Right.
It says, I will seek unto the Most High, and unto the Most High will I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number. Who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety.
Now jump to 12.
This is 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Keep going.
This is 13. It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. It says, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
And that's how when you think about the fiat dollar and how they push the fiat dollar upon the nations, now it's been thrown back in their face. That fiat dollar was a big trap to begin with, man. The minute that they had it to where it wasn't bagged by anything, right? But the military, as of right now, it was already being used against them. That's why China and Russia started to do what? They started to dump the dollar, man. So now, like the scripture says, he disappointed the way of the crafty, man. So now their way is disappointed. So now they have to move forward with the digital system, and they have to do it very quickly due to China as now wanting to do trade with other nations besides the U.S., man.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? And that's what's happening right now, these other nations. And taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That thick clay is debt. So when you sit back and you think about this, what has Esau done? First, the fiat is not worth anything, and all he did was put debt upon himself, and that's it. And now all these other nations are doing what? They dropping the dollar. And once that happens, guess what? Babylon falls.
Yeah, a debt represents irresponsibility.
Get
It
Job
represents a
20 and 5.
society. It represents of a careless society, man. Debt. And if you look at how much debt America's in, you'll clearly tell that this is an irresponsible and a careless society. Because debt is like, okay, cool, we this much amount in debt, but fuck it. We'll still go fund Ukraine. We'll still go do that. We'll still go do this. We'll still go do that. Fuck it, that. Which means that I don't think they intended you. It's not. This place was never intended to be set up for a long period of time.
No, it wasn't.
You know, and you get evident through how people live and through the debt. Man. You know,
Because, for an example, if they wanted this place to be here for an extended amount of time, then there wouldn't be debt. When they started this whole college thing with these people going to college and they accumulated debt, they knew that was going to accumulate debt, but they also have a way to pay it off, man, and it's through taxes. Think about as much money they put through taxes in the military they can use for financial means like schools, hospitals, and shit like that. They can flush that money into those places and keep the debt down. Debt is mostly coming from what? College students, credit cards, and people bonding out of them foreclosed homes, man, not being able to pay off them loans. So that's where all this debt is coming from, man. But they could have easily paid it off if they wanted the fiat dollar to extend for a longer period of time, man. Why do you think they having banks closed down? Banks are closing down. That means the dollar is declining. They don't have to have banks closed down. They got enough money to actually provide for these banks where they don't close down. But in order to bring in a new system, you have to get rid of the fiat dollar. It have to decline. It have to drop. Why do you think when the fiat dollar hit 2.57% on the decline, guess what went up? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital fucking system. But Bitcoin is going to have to go too because they need to bring in the MOTB. And they don't need any other digital currencies besides the MOTB, man. You got what I call for?
Yeah, Job 20?
Yeah,
Right.
Job 20 and 5.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 5, that the
the
verse
triumphing
4.
of the
Yeah,
wicked, yeah.
yeah. It says, verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
Right, so the triumphing of the wicked is short. Right, so the Lord had it to where this place wasn't going to last long. The Lord had it to where he was going to work on the minds of the king in order to bring the decline of the dollar. Because the dollar is a power, it's a power, man. But if it begins to lose power, then that gives power to the other nations. This is why the euro and other nations' currencies are going up, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
Right, Esau is a big ass hypocrite, man. This man will go to another nation and he will push his political views on another nation, right? But his political views need to be pushed back, man. But you will destroy a nation before you destroy yourself. Go ahead.
It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Right, his excellency mounted up to the heavens. Look at America, man. America is a great kingdom. And these devils went across the earth to push this dollar and to make other nations use it, man. His excellency mounted up to the heavens. Go ahead.
And his head reach unto the clouds. Yet he shall perish forever.
He shall perish forever. Go ahead.
Like his own dung.
Like his own dung. Go ahead.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Go ahead.
He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Well, like a bad dream. It says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right.
His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
Right. His hands shall restore their goods. So everything you taken from Israel is going to be given back to us, man. Go ahead.
It says, his bones are full of sin of his youth.
His bones are full of sin in his youth. And the scriptures in Thessalonians, I believe that's 1 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, if I'm right. It talks about the son of perdition, right? The men of sin. Go ahead.
It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth.
Wickedness is sweet in his mouth. Oh yeah, Esau come up and give you a sweet deal. But at the same time, go ahead.
It says, though he hide it under his tongue,
Mm-hmm.
man, that goes into Gates. What he did with that needle in Africa, man. And he thought he had a great scheme, a great idea to inflict trouble upon other people, man. All right, he got a good night's sleep with that, because the scripture says he don't have a good night's sleep unless unless he causes them to fall. You know what I mean? And it says, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
So there you go, man. So these devils, they're gonna lose everything. All the evils that they've done upon Jake is gonna be done upon him, man. Right? Like whoever next.
We're going to go into what's going to happen to this devil for all his wickedness that he has done, you know. So, you know, this man has done a whole lot of wickedness, and he's going to pay for everything that he's done, especially in the kingdom, you know. Oh, you really want to check that battery real quick? Just in case. I don't remember how much time, and I have the batteries to it just in case.
Looking good.
Looking good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, brother, give me, he going to be hewed down like Agag. So, if brother give me 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 32 through 33, Baba Kushah. Because, you know, this man about to get hewn down. He about to go through some stuff.
All right. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, and verse 32. Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past. And Samuel said, as thy sport hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal.
So he let you know right then and there what happened to him. He got hewed down for his wickedness, for his evil. So what's about to happen to Esau Edom? The same thing. He's going to be hewed down. He's going to be chopped up. If you go to Obadiah, what is that, 1 and, is that 18? If you go to, brother, can you go to get that? Baba Kushah, because he said it. Obadiah 1 and 18. What's about to happen to Esau too? But first, he's going to serve captivity. We're going to get into that.
That's the book of Obadiah, and verse 18. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
So that time is going to come, even in the kingdom, after Esau has done all the things that he needs to do and served his time. He's going to be round up and killed. So now remember, this man has never showed no mercy, so no mercy shall be shown to Esau Edom. Can you give me let me get Ezekiel 35 verse 6, Baba Kushah. Oh, you got to present it up.
This Isaiah, water.
Yeah, that's water.
It's Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. We know what that's talking about, because the brothers get into Esau Edom, the so-called white man that's been oppressing for centuries, man. All right, it says prepare for slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Right, so that means the children has to eat that tab that their forefathers left on the table, basically, man. All right, it says why? So they do not possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So the Heavenly Father says they will build, but He should throw it down. Everything that they put their name upon, man, the Heavenly Father is going to dismantle everything, man. They're not going to have a name remembered in the earth when the Heavenly Father gets done with them.
Hey, to go to show you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, who was America named after, who was Africa named after, man. Okay? Two different Edomites, man. That goes to show you, look at the dollar. Even though it's collapsing, it had power for a long time. Who faces on the dollar? The Edomites, man. Okay? You want to look who got power? Look at the dollar, man. Look who's on the currency, man. They ain't put that Hamite Barack Obama on no type of currency.
He didn't.
All right, man. So it goes to show you, man. Don't get fooled thinking that. See, Jake get misconstrued and get played and get pimped and tricked from this. Oh, we equal now. Like fuck that. I want my lick back.
Me too.
You know what I mean? You beat our ass, man. Put us into captivity.
raped our children, committed adultery with our women, hung us, fed us to alligators, buck raped our men.
And the crazy thing is, you know that girl called Pearls, white girl on a podcast. She said that pretty much the slavery that Jake went through wasn't that bad.
Crazy as hell,
Crazy as
man.
hell.
Be
But
crazy.
that's what the society, like when you watch a lot of these movies, what do you see in these movies? A lot of time when you see in a movie, they only see Jake being hung, or they see Jake being burnt alive. But the thing is that you Edomites aren't willing to research and read all of the atrocities and the evils that these devils were actually doing to Jake while Jake was in the yoke of iron, man. There's literally books out there you can buy that talks about all of the messed up things that these devils did to Jake. It's something that's called butt breaking. There's something that these devils had going on. They was called farms. They was called like nigga farms or something like that. But they would hang niggas on their thumbs like cows. They would hang niggas on their thumbs like cows. And what they would do is that all these so-called blacks would be dead. They would beat them until they bled to death, and then they would put salt and pepper on them, and then they would call them a delectable, man.
That's delectable
Because
Negro.
what they was doing was they were eating Jake.
Yep.
They were eating Jake because they said a nigga's skin tasted good, man. So it was even like if you read the book Delectable Negro, they had a nigga on a chair. They would tie him to a chair and they would cut pieces of his body and eat it raw. That's what these devils was doing. See, y'all don't get. See, they don't show you shit like that in the movies because these Edomites, they try to hide that shame. They try to hide all of the evils that they really was doing then. That's why a lot of times you won't find, like, when they teach you about slavery in the history books in school, you're not going to read anything about that. You're not going to read that they was feeding our children to alligators, that they were raping our children, that they was eating us, that they was raping the men in front of their families and friends. You're not going to read shit like that because they want to hide all of the evils that they were doing. That's why they wanted to get rid of the history books, man. They wanted to get rid of the history books in school because they didn't want their so-called little white children growing up reading about all the evils that they were doing and those books, which they were only getting into hanging, lynching, and burning. That's it, man. Then they talk a little bit about Nat Turner on how they shot Nat Turner, they hung his ass, they burned him, and they created oil out of his skin. That's all. But they did far more shit than just Nat Turner, man.
Yeah, so you know, at the end of the day, these devils are gonna pay for what they have done. You know, the blood's gonna pursue them. Brother, oh, you had a priest. I wanted to priest.
Oh, they used to what they used to do to Jake. They used to hang Jake. They used to dangle Jake over fire, and they used to do him as they did the cows until Jake dehydrated, man. Once Jake dehydrated, they'll burn Jake alive and then eat his ass.
Like how they do pigs.
Yeah, like they do pigs. Slow roast. It's called slow roast.
Yep. You motherfuckers, man. You got a lot to pay for, man.
Yep.
Because you was wicked for the money. You were wicked for power, man. It was by any means necessary. Like on the left-hand side.
And you know what? Charleston White, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about because Charleston White said it wasn't people in suits doing the shit. It was the lower class people that was doing it. No, you're wrong, buddy. It was both classes, man. Both classes was doing it. People in suits and the low class Edomites were doing it. They were all doing it together, man. That's what you don't understand. You looking at it like now, like we don't have to deal with the CEO personally. No, that because there's levels in business here.
Right.
But back then there wasn't levels in business there, man. The Edomites that actually had slaves were the motherfuckers in suits. The same motherfuckers that will go to the auction blocks and buy your dumb ass. Who the fuck do you think that was buying you? The poor Edomites? No. You had niggas in suits. You had Edomites in suits going up, buying you, and then they would do all these things to you. Who you think that came up with the ideas if Jake didn't want to eat the slavers, the watchers, or whatever you called them back in? They had to get permission from the master in order to do certain shit. So the master will go down there and say, knock the teeth out, and then force feed them.
right? Or okay, you want to do this? Oh, like on the Delectable Negro, one of the masters had a Jake that because they had to get some water, and Jake had a vase to get water in. Jake dropped the vase. It was the master that took them into the room with the fireplace, and he had another Jake cut Jake up from the feet all the way to the torso, even the arms, and had him then burned in a fireplace. And that was the same motherfucker in the suit, man.
Yep. Matter of fact, talking about the men in the suit. Look at your slavery movies and look who buys them. Look at Django. If you look at the movie Django, look at 12 years a slave. Look who buying Jake. It's always those in the suits. And then you got the poor ones, as the brother was saying, the ones that's afflicting the pain and doing whatnot. And of course, the one in the suit comes and rapes the women and does all that.
The Edomites that they were hiring to be watchers over Jake, they had to get permission from the masters to do certain shit. They couldn't just do what they wanted because it wasn't their slaves. It wasn't their slaves to punish. So in order for them to punish a slave, they had to get permission from the master to punish him because it's the master who paid for the slave. So he looked at a slave like money. They looked at slaves like dogs, animals, money. They looked at slaves as if they weren't even humans.
That's why they used to neuter. They used to neuter Jake, man. It was like when they go get a Mandingo, they're like, hey, he'll fight, but should we neuter him so he don't impregnate the female slaves? Mm-hmm. In that movie, in the movie Mandingo, they show you that, man. And they was like, no, don't neuter him. And I think he ended up getting the dude's wife pregnant. The Jake ended up having a Jake baby, man, with the Edomite woman, man. You know, but it goes to show you, man, like what the brothers is talking about. It was Jake was catching all kind of hell, man. But they won't show you that, man. They won't show you that because if they showed you that, then you'll have a different perception on these people, man. You have a different perception on the so-called white man and what they'll really do. That's why I said last week, man. And the times we coming up now, they're gonna show their horns again, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see how cold they gonna get.
They just showed it on the recent Jake. They just dismembered a Jake, man, recently. And this is what these Edomites be doing. Like if they have the opportunity to capture a Jake and do whatever the hell they want with him, they're gonna do that, man.
And here it is, Jake banging on each other, killing each other.
Yep.
A GD or UBD, they'll knock each other down, man.
Yeah.
But yet, don't understand that the so-called white man clapping at them like, all right, cool. Who you think giving these niggas the guns and the drugs and all that?
Right.
To have you crack babies do this shit, man. You know, you mad at the wrong person, man. How is it that you live on 89th Street, I live on 91st Street, and we mad at each other? And our mama both paying rent.
Yeah. For real.
Right? Like, you niggas got this shit all backwards, man. You don't realize, but that's the trickery of the so-called white man. Because when you go back to Willie Lynch, that was like his doctrine, man. Setting Jake against each other, man. You know, and you have it all the way until this day, man. But with the House of David being established, here it is. You got men, both from the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, standing together, man, preaching Yahweh Shai, man. And this is what they don't like. This is what they don't like, man. But this is prophecy, and the scripture said that this is going to happen, and this is happening, man. You know why? Because the House of David is being reestablished. It's being brought back again. Okay.
Hey, so read this article real quick, guy.
It's the family of a black man in Mississippi whose body was found dismembered has asked.
And Mississippi is one of the racist motherfucking states there
Down
are,
south.
man. Down south.
Alabama, Mississippi.
And he was found what? He was found dismembered, man. Go ahead.
It says was found dismembered has asked the U.S. government to investigate his death.
And that's what's wrong with our people, man, is that the first motherfuckers y'all go for help is the enemies. The enemies that turned around and dismembered your ass. Hey, let me get one. Let me get Zechariah 7:14, man. I mean, my bad, Salakia, Lamentations 7:14.
They say not all white people are like that. Okay, the ones who are not like that they might be Jake, man. Right, because you got Jake that look like the so-called white man.
Right.
You know, when you go back to the Irish and you go back to all that, man, some of the English, the Scottish, right?
Yeah.
You go back to that, man, because you got to remember, we ruled Europe before the Renaissance period, man.
Yep.
So you had so-called white men that were Jake, man. You know, that mingled in. That's why it's a spiritual thing. You know, but for those Edomites that brother get it, those Edomites, this is how they feel, man. This is what they still to this day.
You know, that's why you go in Ezekiel 35:5, that perpetual hatred.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, that's why these cameras are perfect, because these cameras are showing how much these devils really hate you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you could run into a so-called very nice Edomite, but underneath it all, he hates your ass, man. They're in their houses talking about how much they hate you. It's just you niggas want every nation to fall in love with you niggas, and they constantly showing every day that they hate you niggas. They constantly showing that. And you niggas will still go by and think that, oh, we're friends, we grew up together, we did this and that and that. And then they show you how much they still hate you, man. All you gotta do is fuck up one time. Look, that's why Jake is a perfect example of superheroes, man. Because what superheroes say? All it takes is us to fuck up one time and the whole world will come against us. That's Jake, man. Jake fuck up one time, Jake go rob somebody, Jake go steal from the store, and Jake is blasted all over the damn world of his criminal activity, man. That's Jake.
Yeah.
So the true superheroes, that's Jake, man. You people are fools. Go ahead.
All right. It's the book of Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Right, because Jake, that's why the scriptures tell you, woe unto them that go to Egypt for help. You're going to the wrong people for help. You're going to your enemies for help. Your enemies are only going to do one fucking thing: betray you. Because that's what they're built to do. Look at the, when you go to the 12 years a slave, right? He played, what, the violin or some shit like that? He went to a bunch of so-called white people so he could make money, because we have no choice but to go to them. But what they did, they fucking got him drunk. They threw his ass in some fucking dark-ass place, chained his ass up, and then sold him for slavery. And he had his freedom. But this is what happens when you trust your enemies. A perfect example in that movie is when they threw the Edomite in the cabin with them, and he portrayed himself to be a slave. And then the Jake that they captured went to him so he could deliver a letter to the people so he could come out of slavery. Then the dude took the letter to the slave master.
Yeah.
And that's why the scripture says, never trust thy enemy. Go ahead.
It says, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You're watching for a nation that can't save you, man. What's that? What's that bitch from? What's that damn movie, man? The dragon bitch. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man?
The Game of Thrones?
The Game of Thrones, man. You're not gonna have her going around.
Khaleesi?
You're not gonna have House of the Dragons. You're not gonna have her going around saving people in slavery. That's not gonna happen, man. The only ones that's gonna bring us out of slavery is the Lord, man. The Lord said, I shall gather my people from all nations, whether I have scattered them, and I shall set them in the land that I have promised them, which is flowing with milk and honey. Our people are asking help from the wrong people. You niggas are praying to put Donald Trump back into presidency.
He's about to kill you.
And he's about to kill you niggas. Biden, y'all voted for Biden to be president. You niggas are trying to find any way around to get some form of help. You niggas are looking help so desperately. You going to these pedophile ass presidents that's touching on little kids and drinking fucking blood, man. This is crazy how desperate you niggas are. You niggas are so desperate to fit in with your fucking enemy. Just look at them. Look at that pale skin. Look at that shit. That shit look like it's abomination. This fucking sun don't like them.
Yep.
They look like fucking vampires. Why would you want to go to a vampire for help? A vampire ain't gonna do shit but suck your damn blood.
He ain't nothing but death.
You people are insane to go to these fucking Edomites for help. These motherfuckers hate you. Ezekiel 35:5. Rock, go ahead. Finish that.
Okay. It says, verse 18, Lamentations 4:18. They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. Jake can't get a break in the hood, man. Jake could come out of his fucking house. He got a cop behind him like you had the Jake. They showed on the news that Jake had a Subway fucking sandwich. Walking to his motherfucking house, man. Police over here bothering, harassing him, telling him to stop, don't go, don't move. We need to check your identification. This nigga just came from Subway. And guess what happened? The nigga end up shot, man.
God, man.
He end up shot. How the fuck y'all shoot a man just coming from Subway that had nothing to do with whatever fucking crime y'all had, because it shows the hatred that these devils have, and y'all constantly going to get help from them, man.
Which goes into Isaiah 31:1. It says, woe to them to go down to Egypt for help. And y'all keep running right to the same, like you said, like the brother said, run to the same devil that's going to kill you. Matter of fact, these other nations want you dead too. That's when you go into Psalms 83 chapter, that confederate against thee.
Right, let me get that.
So they were all,
Finishing up, Lamentations 4:18, they hunt our steps that we could not go in our streets.
You can't even go in your own damn streets. They have a neighborhood set out for Jake, specifically set out for Jake. Jake is in his own neighborhood, being shut down, shot down in his own neighborhood, man. If Jake had his own neighborhood, then shouldn't Jakes be police officers governing over their own people? Why are you having a people that hate Jake govern over Jake? Y'all gotta wake up to this type of shit, man. You think if you go to China right now, there's gonna be a bunch of white dudes and police clothing governing over China? No.
It's gonna be Chinese.
It's gonna be Chinese. So the Chinese are gonna hesitate to shoot their own people. Fucking Arabs are gonna hesitate to shoot their own people. Amalekites are gonna hesitate to shoot their own people. So wouldn't you think that Jake would need a Jakes governing over them so they can hesitate to shoot their own people? But guess who's watching over Jake? Fucking enemies, man. Fucking enemies are watching over Jake neighborhoods, governing over Jake neighborhoods that do not show any mercy to you niggas when you got your hands up. That's crazy, man. Finish that off.
It says they hunt our steps that we could not go in our streets.
Right.
Our end is near.
Jake be afraid to walk at night. Jake afraid to just walk in his own neighborhood, chilling to walk at night. Because look, Jake got enemies all around. If a fucking police officer don't stop Jake and shoot Jake down, Jake could end up getting killed by his own damn people. So it's like you can't even walk at night to go chill. And then if Jake was to get up to go move to a different neighborhood, the majority of the time he's gonna go move over there where fucking Amalekites are. Now Amalekites hate you. There was a video that went viral of this fucking Amalekite who threw up all over this black woman purposely, man.
I see that.
And he hit her ass over the head. Because they show how much they hate you niggas, man. Go ahead.
It says our end is near.
Right, go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. Our days are fulfilled, man. Our captivity is over, man. Now the Lord, moves are being made very fast to get us out of here, man. Because it's about time for the Lord, chosen people, his elect, to finally not have to go through this shit anymore, man. To finally not have to wake up every fucking day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and work in 10, 12 to 14-hour days. That's coming to a close real soon. Go ahead.
It says, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Right, so just what the eagle represent, America. So that goes to show you that our persecutors are who? The Edomites. Also the other nations, but ultimately the fucking Edomites, man. There are damn persecutors. Go ahead.
It says, they pursued us upon the mountains.
Right.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Because they set up traps for you niggas, man. That's why these Edomite cops, they be parked in dark spots and shit with their lights off, waiting for you to just do something, man. What happened? Hey, what happened when you first got in the truth, Hot?
That's right.
The brother pulled over, the brother drove off. Cops were waiting for this brother, man. And what was the brother doing? What, they assumed that the brother was more likely a damn drug dealer. Then they found out the brother had Bibles and called him a good boy. Oh, well, we good boys now, huh? Fuck out of here, man. Like, go ahead. Finish that off.
On Lamentations 4:20, the breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen.
Right, we're living among the heathen. Guess what? Give me Nehemiah 5 and 9. Just, hey, the scripture says we're living among the heathen. Get Nehemiah 5 and 9. Just check that out and see what that says. Go ahead, Art. Nehemiah 5 and 9. Nehemiah 5 and 9. It's taking so long.
This is Nehemiah chapter 5, verse 9.
Right, go ahead.
And it says, also I said, it is not good that ye do ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God, because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies.
So we're living amongst the heathen, which are our enemies.
Yep.
And you wondering why Jake getting shot down like crazy, man. Fuck out of here. You wondering why Jake is living in the fucked up neighborhoods where the roads aren't being worked on and you run into a bunch of goddamn potholes. Go ahead, all right? Fuck out of here. Come on.
Lamentations
Go ahead.
4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Right, so be glad, man. This is your kingdom right now. Go max out your credit cards and shit. Right, go pull out all the money out of your banks and go on a yacht and some shit like that. Right, go ahead.
That dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Now the land of Uz is a land that Job actually lived in, which is south from Edom. Right, go ahead.
It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Right, because we had to drink that cup. We went into slavery. We got fucked up. Our backs were all misshapen, man. We were raped. Our children was boiled. Our children was fed to alligators, right? Our women were being raped. Our women was being experimented on. How the fuck do you think they know the threshold of black women's pain? How do you think they know that? You have to experiment on pain. That means you have to put a person through pain to know their threshold for pain. So you people are fucking stupid. How do you think they came up with this whole medical diagnostic shit? Because they had to experiment. This is what they was doing to Jake women. Now, yeah, you know, they did it also to Edomite women as well, but it was mostly done to Jake women. Go ahead.
It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Right, you're going to eventually get that fucking cup, man. Let me get Deuteronomy 30:7. You're going to eventually get that fucking cup. You only deserve it. You only deserve getting your back whipped.
That's right.
You only deserve getting your ass boiled, man, in a big ass pot. You only deserve to get your ass, sick and your skin rotting away by that fucked up iron, man. You only deserve that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
So all the curses in Deuteronomy 28:15, they're gonna fall on your ass, man. That's that cup you gonna drink. That's that cup you gonna be drinking, man. You gonna drink a big gobble of that motherfucker, man.
So you gonna drink the dregs of it. You getting all that.
You gonna drink all that, man. Hey, there ain't gonna be a drop left in that motherfucker, man. You gonna fill it all, man. Go ahead.
Yep, and then you Edomites gonna die. This is it says exterminated. Back in from the top, Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
And we just went into who was persecuting us, man. We just went into that. You Edomites are persecuting us. That dude, Dr. Brown, man, you're mad. You're crazy out of your mind, man. If you think you small hats are the ones being prosecuted, you own every damn thing. People are only bringing out the truth about you devils. That don't mean you being prosecuted. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we're being prosecuted, man. We're being whipped. We're being killed in the streets. That's happening to us. Prophecy is falling on us. How the hell you, Dr. Brown, how the hell you deem that y'all are going through what we going through? That's madness, man. You got the same skin colors as our rulers, man.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Doing good?
I'm seeing.
Me too.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going on this? It's Deuteronomy 30 and 8. It says, and thou shalt return. He says, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh and do all his commandments which I command thee.
Because we gotta come out of this, man, and we're gonna be walking in the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah perfectly, man. While you heathens, you gonna feel the wrath. You all that anger, all that pent up anger of Yahweh, you gonna feel, man. Get that in Ezekiel 35.
Ezekiel 35 verse 5, and it reads, because thou hast a perpetual hatred.
It says a perpetual hatred. A perpetual hatred means consistent or continual, man. Right? Go ahead.
And hast shed the blood.
Hey, and these devils, they show that shit all the time. Like there was a devil that stopped these Jakes, and he had the Jakes remove out of their car, and their car was all dirty, and he was like, "Oh, you fucking dirty niggers." He like, "You dirty niggers." And then there was another Jake. He had a camera, and he was recording a police officer, and the police officer sat in his face with a camera in his face and told him, he was like, "Fucking niggers, you fucking niggers." Like damn, I'm like damn, Jake just holding a damn camera. What made you have to call him a damn nigger? But this shows you the pent up, consistently and continual hatred that they have for you, Jake.
That's exactly what our brother said. You know, why the fuck are we getting pulled over by our enemies, man? When they can't, they don't even have enough stability to deal with us.
When they had the survey on all those police officers, the cops said that they're not predictable, man. Why are you having cops watching after people who tell you that they're not fucking predictable? Now you got this fucking scared ass Edomite, this pale devil, watching over Jake, pulling Jake over, not knowing what Jake gonna do, man. There was two Jakes that ran into each other. He was a police officer chilling on his car, and the Jake pranked his ass. The Jake didn't pull out a gun and said, "Get on the ground, nigga." The Jake wanted to damn near fight his ass, but he didn't want to take his life. This is why our people are supposed to watch over our people, man. Because we will hesitate to do anything to our people first, if anything. Yeah. But you got the fucking enemy watching our people and our neighborhoods, man. What do you think they're gonna do, man? When these devils are at home, they're saying, they're watching the news and they're watching you niggas do what you doing, and they calling you a bunch of niggers. And then they got all this pent up fucking hate in them. So when they go to pull you over and if you do something that they don't require you to do, they quick to do this. They quick to pull that damn gun out on your ass, man, and point it right in your motherfucking face. Because you got the enemy watching over the enemy, man. Because we both enemies. Yep. Jacob and Esau. Yep. We both hate each other, right? Let's get that in Genesis 27 and 41 real quick, and then we're going to finish that Ezekiel one.
This is Genesis 27, verse 41. And it says, and Esau hated Jacob.
Esau hated Jacob.
Yep.
Esau hated Jacob, man. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father's blessed.
These elite Edomites, they know why they truly hate us, but they use skin color and shit like that to get the peons to hate you. If Esau came out and said, yo, we so-called white people, we need to hate them because of the birthright blessing, they're not gonna know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're not gonna know what you're talking about, man. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? Birthright blessing, what are they talking about? So they gotta create a different form of hatred. So that's why a lot of times when Jake have interviews with white people and ask them why they hate black people, they don't even fucking know.
They don't know.
A lot of them tell you, I hate them because they black. I hate. Oh, there was one Edomite that said, I hate them because of the way they think. How the fuck you know what we think? You don't even live with us. You don't know what the fuck Jake doing in the neighborhoods. You don't know what the fuck we think. You don't know how they think, but you hate us. See, they don't know why they hate us. So the elites had to put it in their mind and give them some stupid ass reasons to hate you. Don't y'all understand that?
See,
Jake hates you because you're color. I hate him because he's black.
See, Jake can say, I hate the way Jake think, because we know how Jake think.
We know how Jake think.
You Edomites don't know how Jake think, man. You can't, they tell you what? They tell you he's unpredictable. Well, not to us.
Not to us, so
he's not, because we know it.
What he gonna do?
Look, we know why Jake mad.
Yeah.
We know why Jake is upset. We know why he happy. So our people is supposed to watch over our people because we know what they're going through. You got a fucking Edomite red devil in our neighborhoods watching us. Yep. Fuck out of here with that, man. Sure. Go ahead, finish that off.
This is Genesis.
You call us unpredictable. You don't know how the fuck we think, so why are you even in our neighborhood? If you hate us so much, why the fuck are you even there?
Yeah.
Go watch on your own damn people, man. Sure. Go shoot them, man.
Because they're the real criminals.
Yeah, for real.
They're the real criminals, and the Edomite get out the car with the police
and
meet them at the trunk.
They literally did a statistic that they said the drug dealers, the most high-end drug dealers are white people. They did the shit themselves, and then they'll sit up here and call Jake the damn drug dealer, the damn culprit and shit, when it's their own damn people, and they did the test on it themselves. Their own damn people are saying that y'all don't have souls, man. Your own scientists, so-called white people, are saying y'all don't got souls. Well, we know y'all got souls because the scripture says the soul that is lifted up in him is not upright. So you got a soul, you just ain't right. Go ahead.
It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Right?
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
There you go. There you go. So these elite Edomites, they know why they hate Jake. And to be honest with you, they have a reasonable and understanding of hating us. That's a good reason to hate us, because we got your blessing, nigga. Yep. We gonna put you in captivity soon, and you know that.
Yep.
But you peon crackers, y'all don't really even know why y'all hate Jake. Y'all just hate us because we black. Really, ultimately, y'all hate us because we better than y'all, man.
Exactly. We're strong.
We better than y'all. We could be in the sun. If you put a bunch of dark-skinned people in the desert, you put a bunch of these Edomite pale-skinned devils in the desert, they're gonna burn up and die, man. They're gonna get boils and skin cancer.
Yep.
That's why we better. We better than y'all, man. We could jump better than y'all. We could run better than y'all. We think better than y'all. We are the true superheroes, man. Y'all Joker, man. We gotta kill Joker, man.
Hey, look, hey, prime example, me, the brother Tazba, and Kabash, we all in the gym, right? And you got these steroid devils, which they'll tell you they on certain shit, like testosterone and all that. Big swole turkey motherfuckers, just big, right? We shoulder pressing. Me and Tazba, we shoulder press the 70s, 80s, 90s. He shoulder pressed 100. You got these Edomite, steroid stand Edomites struggling with 70s. And they bigger than us. They bigger than us. They bigger than me. Look, they bigger than me and Tazaba, man. And I ain't even that big. But they swole. You can see every muscle in anybody. Dude had to be at least 245 of pure muscle. And he's struggling. On 70s. We throwing up 70s and 80s like nothing.
What is that called? When they do the test for the muscles and shit like that? I forget what it's called, man. But there was a Jake and an Edomite. They was always going up against each other, man. For muscles and the look, the body structure.
The bodybuilder, the competition.
The competition for the bodybuilding, right? Yeah. The Jake was always fucking winning, man.
Well, look, why you think these Edomites, they be all dark, they be having them tans and all that, trying to
they want to look Jake. They want to look like Jake. Hey, because if you notice the guy that he was constantly going against, I don't know their names, I try to look it up later, but the guy that he was constantly going against, you could see his skin was constantly getting darker and darker, but it was a fucked up type of dark, man. It wasn't like
orange.
It was like an orangish type of dark, because you can't literally get dark like us, man. But Jake constantly was winning the bodybuilding competition, man. The dude was like, he was constantly losing. Yeah, the nigga was constantly losing, man. That's how you know Jake is better in every way. Go ahead, man.
Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in thy womb. Now you got to ask yourself this: why don't Christians go into this? Why don't Christians go into Jacob and Esau? When you watch the movies, the only thing they show you is Jacob being born. But where is Esau, man? Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, man. The scriptures tell you that in Deuteronomy, I believe that's 28, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
The one people shall be stronger than the other people. This is why Jake run faster, jump faster. He thinks better. Jake does everything better than these Edomites. Just believe. A comedian said that, man. He said, I don't know how the fuck black people are better at us at everything, but we was able to take them down. He said, how were we able to take such people down? Everything they do is better than us. He said, but you know what? I'm going to live in this moment, and I'm going to be happy to the fact that we was able to take them down. But you was only able to take us down because of Yahweh Shah was with you. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah was with you. That's Deuteronomy 8 and 24. You took down a great people. You took down a people that do things better than any fucking nation in the world.
Hey, the true warriors, man. Read the book of the Maccabees, man. Yep. Read how King David was, man.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Man, read how King David was, man, and his men, man. Read how Solomon was.
Hey, they was going through nations like they was nothing, like they was butter, man. Esau knows that. Jake was going through only Jake can do that type of shit. Only Jake can do that, man. Jake is outperforming Esau in every sport, man. And everything. Even intellectual. This is why when we was in slavery, this is why they didn't want Jake reading a fucking book. They didn't want Jake reading a book because they knew Jake was smart as hell, man. When they had Jake on them boats, they only had to show Jake one book. Jake read that motherfucker and completely understand it. Now Jake was speaking terminologies that make Esau look stupid. That's one thing I'll tell you, is that anytime Your ass is speaking in an intellectual type of way with Esau. He hates that shit, man. He hates it. That's why when Frederick Douglass, when he was talking to those Edomites, he had to keep himself in a way where he couldn't speak intellectual words, because he said that would put fear in him, fear in the Edomites, and it would show too much masculinity, man. Go back and read that, man. That's all up and through the book of the Delectable Negroes, man. It tells you we couldn't even show masculinity in front of them, or they would hate it and they would kill us for it, man. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord.
We're separate. That's what the word holy means, to set apart. Go ahead.
Thy God, and the Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Look up that word special, man.
Above all people.
Look up the word special, all right?
Oh, special salaki.
Yeah, you gotta understand, man, that we have become a special people. We're our special people unto the Lord, man. There's a reason why. That's why we're stronger. That's why we're faster. That's why we're smarter. That's why we can also endure more. If you watch that TV show, I forget what it called, but that's when the Jake and his family moved into Compton, and Jake was on the roof fixing the antenna, and the white dudes came up to pick on Jake, and one of the Edomites was like, "Man, I heard they fight like gorillas, man." He said, "I heard they strong as gorillas," and they got scared, man.
His definition.
Hey, Jacob beat your ass. Hey, Jake, especially Jake that know a little technique. Look, Jacob, our forefather Jacob wrestled an angel.
He wrestled with an angel.
I think the angel had to pop his hip out of the
Yeah,
Get off
me, man. Get off me now.
He was like, "Get off." Go ahead.
It's a possession, property, valued property, peculiar
So
treasure.
we're peculiar treasure unto the Lord, man. Get that in Deuteronomy 14:3, y'all. We're peculiar treasure, man. Hey, we better than you nations. We better than you in every way, man. And you hate it.
Yep.
You hate it, man. You hate Jake that's better than you, man. That's why you gotta destroy Jake mentally. That's why you make Jake seen as rap bullshit. That's why you make him be all provocative in these movies and shit like that. Because you gotta show Jake to be nothing, man. When Jake are a royal people, man. The so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans are royal people, man.
That's right.
Go ahead,
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 14:2. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power,
right?
And the Lord Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people,
A peculiar people, right?
Unto himself,
Keep
above
going.
all nations,
Right.
that are upon the earth."
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Keep going.
It says, "Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing."
And this is what made us a wise nation. When the Lord gave us the laws, the statutes, and commandments, it made us a wiser nation, man. I forget what was her name, man. The one who came unto Solomon and said, "You were one wise king." Bathsheba, right? Was it?
No,
Get
it
that
wasn't
for me.
Bathsheba. It
No,
was,
get that for me. Get the
the
scripture.
Queen of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba.
Yeah.
There it is.
Get that. When she said that, man. If you can find it.
And she passed out.
Yeah,
when she saw the
Right.
when she saw how Solomon had everything in order, she gave up the ghost, man. She passed out, man. You know, but Solomon, hey, when the insect flew on his spoon, he threw it back in the fire, man.
Yeah.
You know, brothers got it.
So at that point, it's defiled, man. Insects do what? They eat feces. So it became defiled. That's how different we were as a people. Man, we was truly a royal fucking people. Look how far we fallen. Look how far Jake fallen. Now you got our women half naked. They shaking their asses. They're showing their pussies and titties all on social media. This is madness, man. And that's a curse. The Lord said, "I will reveal your nakedness, man."
Kings 10.
Right? What precepts did I have brothers hold up?
I still have the Deuteronomy 14.
Nah,
I finished
You got
that.
what? Ezekiel 35.
What?
Ezekiel 35 verse 5.
Yeah, let me get that. Finish that off. If y'all can find that, y'all try to find that.
That's 1 Kings 10, I think.
Yeah.
About the Queen of Sheba.
Verse 4. Ezekiel 35 verse 5, and it reads, "Because thou hast a perpetual hatred,
Right?
and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of thy sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Keep going.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Right?
Since thou hast not hated blood,
blood.
even blood shall pursue thee.
And that's going into Isaiah, I believe Isaiah 34, man, the first chapter, right? Where it says, for his sword shall be bathed in heaven, which is the rulership of Esau, Edom. So judgment is coming. Go ahead and try that.
This is 1 Kings 10:1, talking
Right.
about the Queen of Sheba.
Mhm.
It says, and when the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord Yahweh, she came to prove him with hard questions.
Right.
It says, and she came to Jerusalem with a very great train with camels that bear spices and very much gold and precious stones. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions. There was not anything hid from the king.
Right.
It says, which he told her not. It says, and when the Queen of Sheba has seen all of Solomon's wisdom in the house that he had built,
Right.
in the meat of his table, in the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, in their apparel, in his cupbearers.
Look, so he was a wise king, right? And look at the people that was around him.
Yep.
They was a royal people, man. Go ahead.
And it says, in his ascent by which he went up unto the house of the Lord Yahweh, there was no more spirit in her. It says,
this bitch died, bro.
past that.
Hey, that was it. Hey, his soul was giving up, man.
It says, and she said to the king, it was a true report that I heard in mine own land of thy acts and of thy wisdom. Howbeit I believed not the words until I came, and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, the half was not told me. Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame which I heard. So it exceeded the fame which she heard, man. It says, happy are thy men, happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, thy power, which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord Yahweh have loved Israel forever.
Forever.
Therefore-
Hold up, it said forever.
Forever.
Go ahead.
Therefore made he the king to do judgment and justice. And she gave the king 120 tents of gold and of spices and very great store and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as these were which the Queen of Sheba gave to King
There
Solomon.
you go, man.
So she gave him wealth too.
Gave him wealth. He was a wise king. Hey, when Solomon prayed to the Most High, he said, "Give me neither riches or wealth, but give me wisdom, so I may judge my people, the children of Israel, or judge your people, the children of Israel."
Is that brother Wilson else?
I don't know. Let's keep going, man. Let's get Isaiah 40 and 12. Isaiah 40 and 12.
This is Isaiah 40.
And let me get 2nd Ezra 6 and 54.
Isaiah 40 verse 12. It says, who hath measured, shall I start up?
Okay, yeah.
It says, Isaiah 40 and 10, it says, behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him.
Yeah.
He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. 12, it says, who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in balance. Who had directed the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, or being his counselor, had taught him. You want me to keep going?
Jump down to 15.
This is Isaiah 40 and 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket,
Right?
and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. It says, in Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
Keep going.
All nations before him are as nothing.
You're nothing, man. All nations unto him are as nothing. Go ahead.
Yep. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing.
Less than
and
nothing.
vanity.
And vanity.
Good. So why would he change?
Right. Right.
Why would he all of a sudden change? If he
Change.
felt this way, but scriptures say that the Lord changes not. Why would he change, man?
Hey, all of a sudden, he just have a different heart towards the other nations now. That doesn't make any sense. This is how you know that you people don't know anything about the Bible. You don't know nothing about the scriptures, man. So you think the Lord is just gonna forget all the evils that you brought upon His people, and now all of a sudden the Gentiles can have repentance and be saved and shit? Y'all mad, man. The Lord changed not, man. So the Lord is going to stay the same. Judgment is coming for those who, hey, he said his vengeance shall come upon the nations. Come on, man. Go ahead. 2nd Ezra 6 and 54.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54.
Right.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Right.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Everybody came out of Adam. Everybody, man. Everybody. Right? When Adam came, you had what? Cain and Abel. Abel died, came Seth. Out of Seth came the chosen, right? And then the Lord flooded the earth in Genesis the 6th chapter, right? Then came Noah, and Noah had who? Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And out of those three came everyone in on earth. Go ahead.
So all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The world has been made for our sakes. We have been chosen. Isaiah 44 and 1. The scripture says, for Israel have I have chosen. Go ahead.
It says, verse...
go to that. He said, for my favorite is the lily. And I think it's 2nd Ezra the 5th chapter. I think it's 2nd Ezra the 5th chapter. Go ahead.
It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
Right, so as for the other people that also come in Adam, that's why I got Isaiah 40 and 15. Go ahead.
Thou hast said, they are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
You're nothing, man. You're nothing. Malachi 3 and 6. The Lord changed not. Going to Hebrews, the Lord said, what? For I am the same. Let me get that, man. What is that? Hebrews 11. I think it's 11. I am the same today and tomorrow. Let me get that. I think that's in Hebrews, man. Go ahead, keep reading that, Adi. Keep reading that.
All right. This is continuing on. It says, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spittle, man. Right? Because who cares about their own spit, right? Who cares about their own spit, right? I think it's in Hebrews, man. I am the same today and tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead, keep going on.
It says, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
13 and 8.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing,
right,
have begun to be lords over us.
So they're lords over us, man. So we came down. See, and this is a perfect example. It shows that the small hatters aren't the true people, man. Because they're if they was to say that, then you would have to explain how the other nations are lords over you. There's nobody over you. Y'all own the media. Y'all own the jewelry stores. Y'all own all this shit, man.
So
how y'all look? How as another nation is lords over y'all? The minute when Kanye West and Kyrie Irving and Nick Cannon start coming out with this, y'all shut them down, man. Go ahead.
It says, and have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us.
And to devour us. Hold that. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 16. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 13 and 8. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Right, so he doesn't change, man. So if he was for his people, he's gonna always be for his people. There's no add-ons, man. This isn't YouTube. The Lord ain't adding on to shit, man. It's gonna stay the same, man. Go ahead, let me get that.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee,
all they that devoured us, shall what?
Shall be devoured.
Shall be devoured, man. So the Lord is coming for vengeance, man. Vengeance is coming. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries.
All our adversaries, man. Who is our adversaries? The nations, man. Go ahead.
Every one of them shall go into captivity.
You're going to go into captivity, man. That's the beautiful thing about it. We're going to suffer now. We're going to go through all this hell we're going through now. But we're going to eventually have all nations under our fucking foot through Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We're going to rule, man. this is what's coming. We're gonna finally have peace, man. We're gonna finally not have to deal with our enemies walking amongst the world as if they own it, man.
So I got a precept for that. This is Psalms chapter 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
And we're asking for it, man. We're asking. We're praying to the Lord. We're fasting. We're rehearsing the righteous acts.
Scriptures say give them no rest, man. Give them no rest until these things come to pass. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture. This is were you done with that?
I can read a little more. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Meaning
Right.
we're gonna put
Hey, Revelations 2 and 26,
Yeah.
man.
We're gonna put our foot in your
He
ass.
that endureth and overcometh shall rule over the nations with a rod of iron.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That shall dash them in pieces.
That shall what?
That shall dash them in pieces.
No, have equality.
Hell no. Dash them in pieces.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Like a potter's vessel.
We're not gonna be in the kingdom walking next to an Edomite like this and shit.
Hell no.
We're not gonna be in the kingdom walking next to an Ishmaelite all cool and shit. You know, dabbing them up and laughing together. No, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna be whooping your fucking ass, man.
Yep.
We're gonna be whipping your damn backs, man. We're gonna be having you in them fucked up chains. We're gonna, while your skin gonna be rot next to us, we're gonna be fucking you up, man. And guess what? We're gonna be having the Hamites do it because Ham is the servant of servants, man.
Yeah. Well, look, I think King David or King Solomon had Hamite servants, man.
Yeah.
They Canaanite servants, if I'm not mistaken. This is Psalm 60 and 7. It says, Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of my head. Judah is my lawgiver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Man.
Philistia triumph.
Hey, the Lord said, when I throw out my shoe, right? You remember that shoe they threw at a president?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He said.
hey, this shoe you ain't gonna be dodging, motherfucker.
Hey, cause it's crazy, right? Here it is. We went through hell. We found out who we are, right through the grace of the Lord. Now everybody wants to try to fit biblical prophecy or fit coming in, man. But where was this shit at during Jim Crow?
Right.
Yeah.
Jim Crow law.
Yeah, where's that
Shit.
fitting in at?
Yeah. Where was it? See, look.
Right.
See,
What was that equality?
They see the decline. They see the decline of their society that they worked so hard to build, which we worked to build. Right? They see the decline of the society, and there's nothing that they can do because it's coming from the Lord. Now everybody want to be Israelite. Everybody, well, not an Israelite, but everybody wants to
Be in the kingdom.
be in the kingdom. Oh, so-called Jesus is for everybody. If you accept him, but scriptures tell you that he chooses you.
Right. And it's not ye that chosen me, but we have chosen
He chooses you. He don't choose heathen, man.
No.
You know? Goodness.
Hey, right, you ain't gonna have shit like that in the kingdom, man. She gonna be in captivity, man. She ain't gonna be worried about busting glasses. She gonna be worried about digging holes. Like Shia LaBeouf in that movie, I'm digging them holes. You gonna be digging holes, man. You ain't gonna have to worry about being on drugs or nothing. You gonna be digging holes.
Have bear call competition. Bear call competition.
Hey. right. Hey, go ahead.
He might be better than you. He might.
Hey, let me get Ezekiel 25, all right, and 12. Ezekiel 25 and 12.
Finish this off.
Yeah,
Jeremiah 30 and 16, finish it off. It says, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Hey, let me get Isaiah 60, what is that, 66 and 5. Hold that, go ahead and grab that.
Isaiah 66.
Oh, sorry, Sloppy.
No, I call for something else.
You call it Ezekiel 25.
Yeah, let me get that.
This is Ezekiel 25 and 12. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance,
Right?
and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
You have greatly offended. Who did you offend? You offend Yahweh Shemel Shah. You have touched the apple of his eye, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Has that happened yet? No, it hasn't. This is prophecy, man. Okay, it says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger. Okay, it says, and according to my fury And they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh.
See, it's a vengeance of the Most High, man. And a vengeance of the Most High, the Spirit gonna be given upon His people to take that vengeance. So we're gonna get bloody out here, man. We're gonna get bloody, man. When the Lord lift that standard and give Jake that spiritual power, it's gonna get real bloody out here, man. Go ahead.
Gotta be some.
Go ahead.
Want to keep going on that?
Nah, what else did I call for?
Isaiah 66 and 5.
Yeah, let me get that.
God, Isaiah 66 verse 5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed.
Keep going.
A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of the Lord that redeemeth recompense to his enemies.
Now, who is that voice? We're that voice. We're out here speaking, man. And the Lord have given us the power to speak against our enemies. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man child. Who hath heard such a thing? Who hath seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children.
Now jump down to verse 13.
Isaiah 66 and 13. As one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem.
We shall be what?
Comforted in Jerusalem.
Hey, so whooping y'all asses is gonna comfort us, man. Go ahead.
And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice.
We're gonna rejoice. We're gonna rejoice when we bring captivity unto our enemies. We're gonna finally be happy, knowing that we don't have to be up under these Edomites, knowing our people don't have to be begging these Edomites for help and to pass laws to help them out, man. That's madness. You want Esau to pass a law where they get the same type of judgment as you. Why this man go commit a robbery in a bank and he gets 15 years, you want the same amount. You don't want 35 years. And here you go, actually your enemy to pass laws so you can be equal with your enemy. That's stupid, man. Go ahead,
Continuing on, it says, and your bones shall flourish like an herb. And the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies.
Right, because when y'all start seeing Jake come up, you're gonna start seeing things differently, man. You're gonna say, hey man, this is not just niggas. These ain't niggas. These are the Lord's chosen people. You're gonna start coming to that realization. Oh man, we was calling them niggas, we was calling them niggers, and we was calling them monkeys, and we was doing this and doing that. Oh, they really are the true people of God, man. We done disrespected the Lord. We done disrespected their Lord, man. Hey, you can see in the ancient days that nations feared when they heard about the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're going to fear again, man.
Yeah.
That fear is going to be upon you nations again. Go ahead.
It says, verse 15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire.
And he will what?
He will come with
He
fire.
will come with fire. How he's going to come with fire? From them chariots. Them chariots, man, they're going to be shooting out them beams, them lasers, man. Go ahead.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire.
Keep going.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Oh, wait, so tell these Christians, is the Lord coming back to love everybody? Sounds like to me the Lord is coming back to kill a lot of people. And a lot of you Christians, no, actually all of you Christians, man, right? If the Lord haven't ordained for you to come out that shit, right, and be delivered from that shit, you're gonna die. And believe me, there's billions of fucking Christians, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, Yak, you can take it back.
You know, also going back into it too, and the brother's going to this another precept, Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Hey, and the Lord said he's preparing his armory, man. Hey, get that in Jeremiah 50 and 24, huh?
This is Jeremiah 50, 51, you want 50?
No, 50 and 24.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 24.
He's preparing his armory. Now, what is the form of his armory? Nuclear missiles, the war that's going to take place. Also Israel. Israel is his army because he's going to use Israel to do what? Well, we just read it in Ezekiel 25 and 12. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon,
Yeah.
and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Go ahead.
The Lord hath opened his armory.
Yeah, open that armory. It always reminds me of Neo, man. When Neo went into the
All the
Matrix
guns.
and all the fucking guns came down. That's that armory, man. Go ahead.
And hath brought forth the weapons of his
The
indignation.
weapons of his indignation. The scriptures talk about the Lord's glittering sword, man. What do a glittering sword do, man? It's gonna kill a lot of people.
Yep.
Right? Swords are made to fight with. Swords are made to fight wars with. Swords ain't made just for a collectible, man. If somebody broke in your house and you had a sword on the wall, what are you gonna go for? You're gonna go for that damn sword. You gonna take that sword and you gonna make sure that peel the shit out of him, man. You're not gonna hold back because that's gonna be a form of your defense mechanism, man. The Lord created animals and insects with defense mechanisms.
Yep. Stingers to fight each other.
So the Lord have given us a defense mechanism. And our greatest defense is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Our greatest defense isn't a sword or shield, it's the Lord, man. The Lord just said, here, man, I'm gonna give y'all this carnally. And you use it wisely. And that's how we're gonna use it, to defend ourselves. Go ahead.
For this is the work of the Lord God.
This is the work of the Lord Yahweh, man. Yahweh. This is the work of Yahweh because Yahweh is, he's controlling all of this, man. He's saying, Yahweh Shah, go do this. And then Yahweh Shah go to the angels and say, we doing this, and the third.
That's right, fellas. Of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
In the land of the Chaldeans, man. Right? So America's gonna go down, man. And the Lord is gonna, he's gonna wipe this place out with the sword. These nations ain't preparing for war for nothing, man. They're not prepared for war. This is all through this vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you go into Zechariah 14 and 12, right? He said, this is the plague wherewith I shall destroy with fire and brimstone. Go ahead, Kaya.
All right, so going on even further, what Esau doing, Esau about to go through a lot. He didn't show any mercy, so he's not about to get it. Keep that point about
Book of James chapter 2 verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath showed no mercy.
And that's what's coming up on him. This man has showed no mercy. The brothers have brought out all the wickedness that Esau Edom has done. So now when he starts crying for mercy and crying and showing puppy dog eyes and all that and tears and crocodile tears, there will be no mercy shown. Nobody gonna give a damn.
I got a precept.
Go ahead and get your precept.
I think brother got it earlier, but this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. So you didn't reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. You didn't spare the widow, and you oppressed the poor righteous man. That is no form of mercy.
Not at all.
That's that's devilish, man. But that was your plan, because it says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Okay, and if you look at in the time when they had us in captivity, they didn't care if you were old, they didn't care if you were young, they didn't. You were getting slaved, man. They didn't give a damn. So what makes you think that we would care?
They was having Jake have sex with his own mother.
Yep.
Right, and she will bring forth his children. What do you think you get that saying comes from? What is it called? Motherfucker, man. What do you think motherfucker comes from? Motherfucker came from Esau forcing Jake to have sex with his mothers, man. So,
Motherfucker should walk in those big ass dogs. He should be walking.
Exactly. 2 minutes. Oh, it's 2 minutes. So it's better.
yeah, go ahead and switch it out before it shuts down.
Now going on even further, brother, what were you, Zar, about to run that back?
Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon.
This Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10, it says, let us oppress the poor righteous man, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. And the reason why I got this is because this is a form of them showing no mercy, as the scripture says. It says, let our strength be the law of justice. And that goes to show you too, man. If they were the true people of the Lord, why wouldn't they enforce the Lord's laws? they replace the Lord's laws with their laws. But scriptures tell you that in Job 9:24, earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It says, let our strength be the law of justice for that which is, because they don't even follow the law. You know, it goes, you see cops speed all the time. Don't use blinkers or nothing, but let you do that. It says, let our strength be the law of justice for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And that goes to show you that they didn't have any mercy. And again, you go back to when they had us in the captivity, it didn't matter, man. It didn't matter, man. If you were a it didn't matter, man. It was an account, I believe, the brother was talking about it. Edomite stuck a rake in the ground. It was like anybody taller than his rake killed him. Man. You know what I mean? So they did ruthless shit like that, man. You know, like, goddamn. You know what I mean? But that goes to show you, like, why would we have mercy on you? All of a sudden, why would you want mercy? Why would you feel like you want, you need, why would you feel like you deserve
mercy? Yeah, hell no.
After all the hell y'all paying in, oh, that was, like, you got Edomite myself saying, that wasn't me, that was my whatever. But you reap the benefits of that. Look at these companies, man. Look at certain banks. Look at certain insurance companies. Look at all that. Look at how it was funded, man.
Matter of fact, Isaiah 14:21. Brother, get that for me. Talk what you're talking about. You know, going to Isaiah 14:20, because a lot of y'all gonna say, a lot of you do say that. Well, it wasn't me. It was my ancestor. Well, okay. Go ahead and read it up, bro.
Yeah, Isaiah 14, verse 21 reads, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise or possess the land, nor fill the face of the world of cities.
Mm-hmm.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Most High of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Most High. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water.
And that's how you know it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about this Babylon's time. Because when you go to Baruch, the 4th chapter, it says the same thing about this place being destroyed. That it'll be basically no man's land and creatures that dwell here, man. Right? And it goes to show you, it talks about the heathen. Esau, they run America, man. It goes. That's why when you go to Isaiah 63, it says, who is this that cometh from Basra with dyed garments from Edom? You know, him that is glorious in his apparel. Talking about the Lord, man. But when you go further down, it tells you what he's going to do. When you go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it tells you how the Lord is coming back. So if it was peace, right? It's peace for the elect and the 1/3. And even the elect and the 1/3 are going to be scared because it says the righteous are scarce to be saved. So what about the wicked? Come on, man. Scripture said what? That he would, when you go to Isaiah 41, which y'all grab, it says that at first it likened us to a worm, which means that we don't have any power. But then it said he would give us teeth, which mean power, man, and make us a sharp instrument. Okay? Because what? We're fishers right now, right? But eventually we'll be turned into hunters, man. 16. Come on, man. You know, and this is what, you know, this when we're not out here no more, then you're going to see the decline of the fucking society.
Yeah.
Like, rampantly. Like, I think it's going to be back to back, man. Right?
Because the words of the Lord, meaning that having his prophets out here and teaching will be done. The scripture says there should be not a famine of water and bread, but of the word. And that was in the ancient times, 2,000 plus years ago, when the Lord took the prophets from the people. The people didn't know what was coming next because the prophets were made to speak unto the people and tell them what was going to come next. Now they won't know. So when it's time for us to pack it all up, that's it, man.
This is Isaiah 14 and this is Isaiah 41 and 14. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahweh, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. And when you go into mountain, it represents different bodies of government. Because when you go to Isaiah the 2nd chapter, it says that top mountain will be Israel, man. Right? And it says the law will come out of Jerusalem, man. And it says that all nations shall flow unto us for our ways of living, because they're going to have to. Which means what? We're going to police the earth with the law.
That's right. I got a precept going back into the brothers stating that Esau should complain about what his ancestors did, but you benefit from it. So this is a Sirach 41, and I'm gonna start at 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. It says the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High power, Yahweh, for if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. So y'all complaining about an ungodly father. It wasn't us that did it. It was our forefathers. But like the brother stated, you benefit from the wickedness of your forefathers. This is why it's easier for y'all to get a job. It costs less for you to get an apartment or a house. And we already went into this. And there's actually proof. You could go to YouTube and look up experiments that were done between Jake, Esau, and the Moabites, man. And guess what? They charged Jake more for the apartment than they did Esau and the Moabite. The Edomite got less for the apartment than any of them, man. So it goes to show you that you still benefit from the wickedness, the evils that your ancestors have done. So that's why judgment have to be placed back upon y'all, man.
Yeah. But also too, going into that too, it goes back. You want to go back into the Romans, the 9th chapter. Brother can give me that real quick. I'm gonna let you get something real quick. We can get that.
There's nobody in that motherfucker.
I'm just driving by itself.
That shit crazy, man.
It's night rise, kid.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to those that didn't show mercy. In Psalms 137:7, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. So raise it meaning destroy it. So they want to destroy us even to the foundation thereof, man. That's why another reason they would never present this truth out like it's supposed to be presented, because they want us destroyed forever, man, so they can rule forever. Going to Psalms 149. Psalms 49:11.
And also for y'all to understand, y'all, hey, at the end of the day, y'all was created to be this. Y'all was created to be the wicked. It is what it is. And y'all doing a good job being the wicked. Let me get that Romans chapter 9, verse 21 through 22. Sushi. And I'm gonna get verse 11 to 13 too.
This is Romans 9:21. It says, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
So at the end of the day, Esau, Edom, you're the dishonorable, and this is your kingdom. This goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau.
That's why he tells lies in his movies. That's why when he showed the Egyptians, he showed the Egyptians white. That's why when he showed Jacob and Esau, he shows Jacob white and not Esau. This devil brings nothing but deception, man.
Exactly.
He's ashamed. He's ashamed to be the Edomites, man.
You know he a vagabond.
That's why he shows so much hatred towards Jake, because he hate that he's Edom, because he's gonna have to go into harsh captivity. He's gonna lose his power.
Matter of fact, give me the 11 and 13. Romans 9, 11 and 13.
Think about Esau, man. When he owns a business, right, or he gets a good job where he's in a position making enough money, what do Esau do when he loses that power? He commits suicide, man.
Yeah.
Because he can't stand to lose that power. It doesn't make sense to him. And guess what? That comes from a lot of white men. Because they get these jobs and they do this shit for their families, their wives, their children. But the minute they get laid off and they can't find another job that's making as much, they commit suicide. Matter of fact, they don't only just commit suicide, they kill a whole family.
Yeah.
They kill a whole fucking family.
Down to the dog. The family beagle don't even get away.
In that movie, the brother was bringing out, in that movie, this when I first really heard about the truth, because I was pissed off. It's called Exodus, Gods and Kings. It came out in 2014.
I seen that.
They were both. So you had the Egyptians, that so-called white men. You had the Israelites, the so-called white men. And the only thing that they'll do different is slap some makeup on the Egyptian's face, man. You slap some eyeliner on, put his head bald, and put him with a whole bunch of statues and all that. But no, man, those were dark Egyptians. The true Egyptians were dark as fuck, man.
Yeah,
they were dark people, man. Sudanese, yeah. What's Manute Boat? That motherfucker. That's the true Egyptian, man.
Yeah.
You know, them were true Egyptians, man, not the so-called white man.
That's why everybody was rejecting that movie, Gods of Egypt, when it came out.
Yep.
Because people came to the realization to know that the Egyptians were truly black, dark-skinned people and not white. That's why that movie flopped, man. Because people were pissed the fuck off, man. How you gonna make a people just white and shit? You had what comedian that was? I forgot the name of that comedian, but they was talking about that movie that came out, and he said, how the fuck they gonna make Noah a white dude as if he came from Europe, but Noah was black? So you had people complaining, man, like you just making this is what you call white supremacy, man, and you can see it clearly that they're making motherfuckers who should be black white. That's called white supremacy. Look at a black woman. Look at a black woman. Like, hey.
Yeah, we eat 'em.
Hey, don't get old. Go ahead.
So going back, what the brother going back into Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. What did he do? He covered the faces of the judges.
Hey, fuck the minds of our women up.
And that too. Really bad. And so when you sit back and you think about it, you see what he did. He covered everything to make everything look like him, which is what? The Renaissance. You know exactly what they did down to this day, even down to the movies. But once again, if you finish that off, that Romans 9 and
yes, Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand,
and the election was already, so somebody was already chosen.
not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her that the elder should serve the younger."
And the elder will, Esau will serve the younger.
Hey, well, what's the significance of Jacob's hand on the heel of Esau, man? You know, you gotta we pulling his shit down.
Yeah.
You know? See, like I said earlier in Daniel, the next rulership is the kingdom, man. Which brothers is talking about, man. That's the next rulership, man. Yeah, and you other nations will be in subjection, contrary to popular belief. But we don't give a fuck, man.
Right? Nope.
Shit.
Because again, the truth is the truth, man. Regardless, nobody gave a fuck when we was in captivity. So don't start giving a fuck
Man,
now.
don't start caring now.
Yeah,
Shit.
keep that same speed you had,
Hey,
that
you,
same energy.
you motherfuckers weren't trying to jump up to save Jake out of all the shit he was going through in
'Cause
captivity.
Look, you motherfuckers are scared, man. Where them nuts go? You know, think about it, man. They were scared. They scared now. Oh shit, they got a good understanding of the scriptures. Oh, and they proving. Oh, any questions we ask, they answering them with the scriptures.
Right.
Oh shit, and things is coming to pass.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Right.
You know, so they're scared, man. They're terrified, man. Now, well, let's try to sneak our way into. You can't sneak your way
You
into
trying to
it.
graft in? Hell no.
Right, that graphic man.
You
We
know,
gonna graft in to what?
Okay, they try hard, man, to do that shit. Fuck that shit, man.
Yep.
They got a saying in the world, everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga.
Hey,
Yeah.
this ain't a fucking skin graft, man.
Nope.
You're not about to be taking off from one part of the body and put somewhere else like it's gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. There ain't no grafting in for y'all. Y'all gotta go into captivity, man.
Yeah, slavery, chains.
That's your destiny. Your destiny is
Revelation
captivity.
13, 9 and 10.
That's it, man.
Going into captivity.
Fuck you talking about grafting in, like.
You gonna graft into them chains? What's gonna happen?
You Christians need to calm down. And the crazy thing is, it's always niggas that's trying to invite other nations to come in. But these the same wicked Israelites that made a covenant with the heathen in the ancient times. When you go into the book of Maccabees, man, it talks about the wicked Israelites that made that covenant with the heathen. Y'all are those Israelites, man. That's why, hey, man. Keep on.
All right. Have to cut the whole camera. Anyway, going back to the demise of this place too. And this was prophesied back in the book of Daniel too, that this place would be destroyed. We're at the feet. And that's Yahushua is coming. Can you give me Daniel chapter 2 and verse 33 and 35? 33 and 35. Because hey, you know what? This kingdom is about to fall. It is what it is. Yahweh Shema Shah say he was coming back to destroy this kingdom, this sinful kingdom. Also, if a brother give me, was that Malachi 1 and 4? And also, let me see what else I wanted. Jeremiah 50 and 9.
We'll start with Daniel chapter 2 and verse 33. It says, "His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Then was the the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer, threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
So that's let you know that Yahushua is coming back to destroy what? Babylon, aka America, and the rest of these nations gonna come in and to destroy this place. Nothing's gonna be able to be together. That's what you're seeing right now. That's why all these nations around the world are against who? Babylon, aka America. That time is coming for them nukes to come to destroy this place.
2 more verses, just for edification's sake. Verse 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings. For the heavenly Father of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. So that you know that this is not by their might. The heavenly Father, set up the basis of men.
To do that. So and also when he set them up, what was that? I think that's Job 33:6 when he speaks to him in a dream to make him set out the ways that they're going to do. So that takes away free will. So these other nations are doing exactly what Yahweh Shah says for them to do, to turn on this place. That time is coming. That time is basically here. The things that are about to happen. Matter of fact, can you give me that Jeremiah 50:9?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 verse 9. It says, For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
And that's those nuclear missiles, and that's all the other nations gathering together.
That's why when you go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, it says the arrow that he shooteth are sharp. Okay, they should not miss, man, when they begin to be shots to the end of the worlds, man, end of the earth. Which means that those missiles are going to come from these other nations, which goes into the beast shall hate the whore, man.
Yeah.
Okay? When it goes into it being sharp, that means they're not going to miss. They're intelligent, man. Right? They're going to hit every destination it's supposed to hit, it's going to hit, and it's 200 million of them. When you go to the book of Revelation, it says 200,000. This 200 million missiles prophesied to be shot down on this place, man. And it's supposed to be it'd be no longer, man. It says for 1 hour, she's made desolate. For 1 hour. Where the fuck can you go in an hour?
Nowhere.
You can't get out of Phoenix in an hour. You can't drive through Phoenix in an hour. You know? Where the fuck can you go? But it says what? So we got to go somewhere for those who don't believe in chariots. But it says what? We should meet the Lord in the air. What is going to get us up there? What, we just going to jump up there? No. No, the chariots are going to deliver the elect, man. You know, it's not, and it's been more chariot sightings popping up over and over and over and over and over again. But it's in the scriptures. You can read it in Ezekiel, man. All throughout, you read it in 2nd Ezra 13, man. You know, you got missiles that can reach over here in 30 minutes. Where the fuck can you go in 30 minutes, man? For those who you think that you think you're going to flee out of judgment. You can't flee out of judgment. Nope. You know? That's why, look, you got to have some works, man.
And North Korea, man, they want so bad to shoot a missile over there.
Yep.
Like Kim Jong-un fucking hates America.
Yeah, they pressing that button on accident on purpose.
Yeah, for real. Oops.
Right, on accident on purpose, right? Oh shit, I tripped over a banana.
Oh my goodness. Oops, what can we do now? Such is life.
On accident, on purpose.
So do So, yeah. Anyway,
But look, oh my God, but look, like you, like the faith I gave him, like bitch, if you gonna give alms, you are supposed to tell nobody you giving alms. If you gonna give it, give it.
Just give it. You ain't gotta glorify it.
I can't just don't share with them like with some little ass. You know how your grandma used to say,
yeah, like a nickel apiece.
Yeah, and then ask for the change back. I gave you a whole. Hey, look, I gave you a whole dollar.
What my change?
A whole dollar. I gave you a whole dollar. What my change?
$1 dollar.
Fuck out of here.
What my 15 cents?
Man. Let's go a little first. Get Revelation chapter 17, verse 16.
That's niggas for real.
It's your grandma for you.
Nigga, a whole 15 cents over your head.
I gave you a whole dollar. It's like chapter 17 or 16.
Uh-huh.
Right, shit. You want to talk about giving us $20, man? You owe us your fucking life.
Exactly.
Yo, your ass should be bowing down right now, ready to cook me some food. Ready to
I don't want that food. No seasoning.
ready to cook everybody here some food.
Something.
Want to be working in my backyard. Matter of fact, I need some weeds pulled in my front yard and on the side of the house.
You know they can't cook, but I had that bitch make some pancakes though. They can make some pancakes.
Give me that 401k, man.
Right,
that'll work.
Some of that inheritance you got, bitch.
Right.
Yeah, put my name. Let me be a beneficiary.
If you own the business, won't you hand that shit over?
Up quick in a hurry.
I gave him $20. He saw that shit. Bitch, I don't need your fucking.
Just prideful and shit. It's all the brothers. Go ahead, I'll keep going, brother.
Revelation 17 and 16. Oh, it's almost time. Revelation 17, 16.
The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Yeah, it's going into that's going into those other nations that are gearing up for war. They gonna hate this whore. They about to turn on this place and blow this place clean off the map. That's it. So, this goes on even further because remember, in Malachi, Yahweh Shemashah said what? That he was going to destroy this place, right? Somebody give me, is it Malachi chapter 1 and 4? Go ahead.
Malachi 1 verse 4 is where Edom said, 4:1.
4:1.
Malachi 4 verse 1. It reads, For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that wickedly shall be stubbled. That day, and the day that cometh shall burn them up to the Most High host, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
That means completely annihilated, completely destroyed. The brother said, what is it, 200,000 missiles?
200 million.
200 million.
200,000. 3 zeros is 1,000. Right? So if it's 6 zeros, that's 200,000, 200 million missiles.
200 million missiles that's coming to destroy this place. There's not going to be anything here. Nothing at all except dirt. That's it. You're not going to know where Texas began and where Indiana hit.
Wild beast of the earth.
That's all going to be is lizards or whatever, stuff like that. Matter of fact, can you give me Revelation? Can I get Revelations 18 verse 21?
This is Revelation 18, verse 21. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And look, it's talking about them because it's still people that dwell in ancient Babylon in their land. So what Babylon is this talking about?
Here.
Again, when you go in that apocrypha, when you go to 2nd Esdras, it says in 15, it says, I will smite Egypt with plagues as before.
That's right.
What Egypt was that talking about? It's talking about this Egypt because this place has it's spiritual names that represent this place.
Right.
Basra, Egypt, Sodom, Virgin daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great. It's different because it represents all of those so-called rulerships, man. It represents it.
So, with all these things happening, we brought this out earlier, and I'll bring this out again, was what's going to happen. The elect men going to be able to get their hands upon you Edomites out here. But brother, give me, because you brought out earlier Jeremiah 16, verse 16. Because that time's going to come too.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah
Can I get Isaiah
16, verse 16. And it reads, it says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the earth of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways; they are not hid from my face, neither is there iniquity hid from mine eyes.
So at the beginning, what are we doing now? We're fishing. We're fishing for the elect. And eventually that time will come, Lord willing, and we be those men that will become those hunters. And those hunters will be those that's going to come and trap and destroy and kill too. Because that judgment's going to come up on all the wicked here. You 2/3 Israelites too. And you Edomites and you other nations. Y'all going to get got.
Hey, this too, man. I want to say this as well. It's so important to believe, man. And if you look at the example, when we were in the wilderness, the ones who didn't believe didn't go into the land, man. They didn't go into the land. They died in the wilderness, man. They didn't get to see. So in this time, the land is the kingdom, man.
you gotta believe, man. But we're really, it's up to the Lord. But you gotta believe, man. Without belief, there's nothing. Because without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord, man. Okay? So those men that died and women that died, they had to be reborn again into the kingdom. They didn't go on the first go round, man. Okay? Here in this time, to go on the first go round, you got to be part of the. You got to believe, man. It's part of believing, man. You know, that's what it is.
And at the end of the day, only the elect are the ones that's going to believe. Only them. Because once it goes back into Zechariah 13:8, the 2/3 of Israel would be destroyed. Those are the brothers talking about. Those will be the ones that did not believe, that didn't make it. You know, but y'all going. Of course, we know in Scripture says all Israel will be saved. But at this go around, no. But in the kingdom, yeah, y'all gonna be back then in your right minds. But if you give me that Isaiah 59 and 19, Bible Shop.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
And then lifting up that, when he lift up that standard, what do you think he's giving? He's giving his men what? Them's that spiritual power.
Well, when you go into that word standard, it means to flee or to make disappear, man. When you look it up in the blue letter, man. You know? That's how the Lord, because they can creep in and the Lord will get you out of there, man.
Quick.
You know? Get you out. Or he can make it to where they can't even see you, man.
Yep.
You know? So it's just trusting and believing in the Lord, man. Because what? He's a shield and buckler to the upright.
That's right.
That's why Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old, man. You know, and to see that any that trusted in the Lord, did he forsake them? No. Did any that called upon his name or abided in his spirit, did he forsake them? No, he did it, man.
He delivered them.
He delivered them. Even in the times where it got dark, he still delivered them, man. And throughout our walk, the Lord has delivered us through certain things. Brothers got testimonies, man. I've been delivered through a bunch of things, man. You know? So what about now on a major scale when things are really finna start hitting, man?
You know, that's spiritual, because if you think about it, we've been delivered out of things every day. Even things that we may not even think about. We get in these cars. We drive around. Now, I mean, so-called accidents can happen.
Yeah, you mad that you late, but the Lord might have had it that you was late
for a reason.
Yeah. You know, like to avoid an accident or something like that.
And at the end of the day, it shows that Yahweh Shemel Shah
is in control.
Yeah, is in control.
He directed the man's steps, man. You know? So ain't no free will.
Not at all.
Nah, that free will shit is a bunch of bullshit, man. You can't believe in that at all, man.
Bet not.
If you believe in that, then you're a goddamn fool.
Tripping.
If you get that Jeremiah 51. Oh, you're gonna get it?
Yeah, because if it was such thing as free will, you'd be able to escape death by your own, man.
Exactly. You can't.
You know, you need the Lord for that, man. You know, they try to free will if they try to take the Lord out of it, man. As if they have power. That's really some proud shit.
Yep.
You know, ain't no free will, man. The Lord directed the man's steps, man. You know,
this is his move.
Yeah.
I got a precept real quick. This is Hebrews 3:16, what the brother was saying. It says, for some, when they had heard, did provoke. Howbeit, now all came out of Egypt by Moses. But with whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness? And to whom swore he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not? So we see that they could not enter, and because of unbelief. Because of unbelief. So if you don't believe, your ass is gonna die, man. Because death comes by what? The wages of sin is death.
Also, too, is going into that belief goes back into what? Faith. You know, if you don't have any faith, then yeah, you out. You definitely out. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 4:3. It says, for we which have believed do enter into rest, which that rest is the kingdom, man. It says, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. But the point that I got out is that that I was making for we which have believed do enter into rest, man. You know, so you got to believe in this thing, man. It's important to believe. Okay, it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. You know, and when you have lack of faith, and when you have those moments, which you might, you rebuke those thoughts in the name of the Lord, man. Yep. And the Father name is Yahweh, the Son name is Yahweh Shai.
Hey, that's the hardest thing you can do in this truth, man. Is be able to rebuke evil thoughts. because that deals with mental issues. A lot of people, man, they can't, like for an example, with a child molester. He just up and just molested a child. He thought about it before he did it.
Yeah.
Which means he couldn't fight the evil thought that was lingering in his mind. So he acted on it. Somebody that commits a murder is because he couldn't handle his thoughts is the reason why he committed the murder. You got to be able to have, the best thing you can control is this up here, man. It's your mind. If you have some control of this, the scripture says, he that ruleth his spirit, right, is he that ruleth the kingdom, man. So if you can rule this up here, man, shit, you good.
Hey, Sirach 14:2. Don't let your conscience condemn you.
Hopefully y'all were edified. We're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, shalom.